We are now live on the YouTube and the Clubhouse. Kwam Yashala, Shalom, Yahabashim Yashabarakatam. All right, Shalom, Israel. Hold on one second as I calibrate this thing. All right, welcome to Sabbath class with Sons of Thunder. I'm just coming back. We're going to do a Q&A session with you guys. Take your questions again. Next week, we will begin with the practical lessons again. All right. I did some traveling, so I didn't have time to put together something super meaningful. So rather than wing it or rush through something, I'll give y'all a chance to ask y'all questions, right? I get emails all the time, brothers and sisters always asking, they want their questions answered. I can understand that, okay? So just give me 1 second, calibrate this thing. I'm going to be your servant late into the night, and we can enjoy the word of the Lord. All right. Hallelujah. Let me just fix some things. See, YouTube is always blocking the ads lately, man. They don't want brothers to have good success by teaching the word to their people. So what they do is they block our ads and make them ineligible or limited as far as their outreach. And what this does is it damages the ministry because it makes it very difficult for us to fund what we're doing, because YouTube was a major part of our ministry, street teachings and class and lessons, right? So now we have to fund it ourselves as a camp, but we only about 65 brothers deep. I want to say 70 at the most, if my math it doesn't fail me. But it costs a lot to run this ministry, and YouTube was really making it happen because we was putting out so much content. But then YouTube changed their policy, and I think you can watch Deacon Sakari. He explains it better about how they changed their monetization policies for the Israelite instructors. Well, while you'll have videos of people saying the N-word and slutting out women, or people getting killed that have full monetization ads and options when you click the YouTube video. But Israelite instruction is flagged in such a way where it's very hard for us to get ads, which we use YouTube as our main avenue to as a main outlet, and it blocks the majority of the revenue. So what I have to do is I have to manually terraform the type of video we are as far as their monetization policy each time. So it takes a couple seconds because they automatically block us from monetization. And if you don't know that that's happening, your channel, you might have a monetized channel, but what you might not realize is you have to turn it on, even though you have it set automatically to be on. You see how I have to physically make it on because they turn it to ineligible automatically. And then you have to change it, and then they review it, and then they can fight you or they can say, no, it was eligible the whole time, right? But it's up to you to know to do that. So I wanted to share that with you, brothers and sisters. Also, we have videos that have no profanity, no discussion of any sensitive events, and they still put us on limited ads rather than completely monetized. Whereas you'll have a video by the Old Town Road dude with naked guys, barely bleeped out, fully monetized while he's already being paid by a label, and they have no problem with that, right? That shows you that the advertisers are against Hebrew Israelite doctrine and what we teach. So they don't want to share their platforms with us in the first place, and that's their crafty counsel with YouTube, right? So, you got to use your skill and craft to get around it, all right? We on the Clubhouse, we on the conference call. I'm going to put the number at the bottom of the screen for the conference call. All right. You just got to be ingenuitous and creative to get what you deserve in this world. Everybody's trying to jerk you and trying to shortchange you, right? Especially if you're an Israelite. I want to share a video with you to get this started because it's very important. And the reason I want to share this video is because I love my people and no one else loves you. All right. These other nations don't love you, and they will disguise disrespecting you as love. Hold on. I want to get this video. Malachi is here.
Shalom, Yasha Allah.
All right. How do you get your full watch it overview all?
That should be it right there.
I want to get this video I was watching. And brother said they wasn't seeing my comments. Let me go into YouTube. They said they wasn't seeing my comments when I write in the comment section from this channel. And that's weird. I didn't comment tonight though. I'm talking about I was on the class last night and I was writing in the comments because brothers was talking about what it means that their eyes was open. And I was telling them to get this Hebrews verse. And I kept typing it like, yo, get Hebrews. And brothers was ignoring me. So I got tight like, oh, so y'all don't see me typing this? So I text this man like, yo, why you don't get Hebrews? He says, well, you didn't ask for it. And that's when he told me he wasn't seeing the comments either. So that's a part of that.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I saw Sons of Thunder writing stuff, but I didn't see the Hebrews verse.
Yeah, I wrote it like 10 times. But that's that crafty counsel, man. That's that crafty counsel, man. What are you going to do? It's Babylon. I didn't invent YouTube. I'm subject to its rules, right? So we as Israelites, we have to do for ourselves. This is the video I want.
Oh, yeah.
Now, another thing is let the brothers who do this do this. What do I mean by that? All right. I want to get my history here. I'm gonna share this. Hold on. Let's make this loud. We're gonna share another YouTube video. Fair use. Let me write that. Fair use. All right, I'm gonna write that on the screen. You'll be able to hear it on the Clubhouse if you endeavor to listen. All right, the Clubhouse has how many people in the Clubhouse? All right, I got 42 people in here. I need 42 shares, man. Share the room. I know it's a powerful debate going on. I hope that it's edifying, but I appreciate you coming to be here with us. All right, I'm gonna put this on the screen. Fair Use Act, and I just want y'all to hear, right? You gotta hear how people talk about you. These dudes, right. This is fresh and fit, yep. Right? These guys are riding the wave of going your own way movement, the going your way movement, men going their own way, yeah. Which is basically a reaction to women who have been using and belittling men,
yeah, misusing men,
and this is it's supposed to teach men how to be men, when really the scriptures teach you how to be a man,
right? Yes,
and things of that nature. But this is supposed to teach you how to be men. This podcast, but when you watch the podcast, it's folly. Yeah. But these two dudes, supposed to tell you how to be a man, and I'm trying to get some information. That's why I'm stuttering my talk. Say something for a minute. Go ahead.
These two men, what you'll notice is these are two brothers on this show that run this podcast, Fresh and Fit, right? The brother on the right of the screen, he's a Benjamite, yeah. Right? He's of Jamaican descent. He's the one who they would call Fresh. The man who's known as Fit on the show, that would be Myron. Now, Myron is a heathen. He's an Ishmaelite.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's listed as an African American,
but listed as an African American. His father's an Ishmaelite, and what they talk about predominantly on this show, and who they have predominantly on this show, are Black women. Mm-hmm. Right now, when they're talking about women, they're usually referring to Black women because that's usually who they all have on the show: Black women, Hispanic women. Yeah. Right, and they're located in Miami. But what Alwan's about to show you is how certain people talk about your people and what they truly think about your people and how comfortable they are to say it in your face.
Now, he's listed as an African American, but I remember watching him and say that he's Muslim. He was raised with a Muslim background, and his real name is Amru Fudul, right? But he's called. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to, because I don't want to. I don't. It doesn't matter what nationality he is. It's the rhetoric that he's spewing.
He said on one show, his father was Arabic.
His name is Amru Fudl, Fudl, right? But I'm just trying to figure out the Arab from the Sudan. Okay, so he's an Arab.
He's Arab.
His father's from Sudan. Okay. Is he Kush?
Usually they're not African American.
Over
That's
there in
weird.
Sudan, a lot of them are Arabic.
Is he Kush?
Labeled as Arabic, but he could be Kush.
He doesn't have a wiki. Let me see his wiki. We're taking the time to figure something out. It doesn't matter. There's no reason to misinform because it doesn't matter where he's from. What matters is his rhetoric and how it is damaging to you as a so-called African American. And the reason I'm showing you this is because nobody's gonna teach. He's gonna let you know that no one cares about you. But what he doesn't do is properly teach you how to love yourself. He thinks teaching you how to love yourself is criticize your condition and blame it on laziness. This is an out that heathens use to justify why they treat you like garbage and talk about you like garbage. They have to make you into a character. If they deal with the person you are, people might feel bad about how they treat you, right? So when people don't want to feel bad with how they treat you, they make you into a character that they can attack, right? That's very unfair. Watch this. I'm gonna find out this dude's nationality. We want to tell you, this website says we want to tell you that his ethnicity is Caucasian. He is not black. But that doesn't even make sense. Amru Fudl as a Caucasian, I doubt that. This sounds like a scarf.
Because he says he's Arabic. Arabic can be Caucasian. It can be
I was about to say he might be
Ishmael.
Arabic then, because they could be classified as Caucasian.
Y'all all made a good point.
What'd he say?
He said it's like French Montana. He Ishmael, but says he's African because he's from Morocco.
He's from Morocco?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Ishmael then.
That's Ishmael.
He's an Ottoman.
He's a French Montana.
And if he's from Sudan, more than likely he's Arabic.
Yeah.
Now, this dude next to him is Jake for sure.
Yeah.
And the dude next to him is so weak, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
He loves the
Bro.
white woman, he loves the attention, and
Yes.
he wants to fit in desperately. And he does not want to be associated with his brothers.
Benjamin?
No,
he does not.
he wants to be seen as totally different from you,
Yeah.
not as ethnicity wise, but I'm a different type of black.
I'm the
right?
exceptional nigga.
That's not a way out. That's not a way out. I want to tell y'all that.
Right.
You're not gonna, I'm not like the others, your way out of your condition.
Right.
You are not above the condition of your people.
It's important.
I don't get to separate myself from the Negroes who killed PNB Rock the other day.
Right.
My job is to explain to them that checking in makes no sense.
Right. Why I gotta do that?
I'm with my girl at Waffle House.
Right.
How am I stunting on you? We eating at Waffle House. It costs $18 to eat here. Roscoe's, I've been there.
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
I went there. I said, this is what all the fuss is about. This is regular food.
It's because of where it's at, where it's located.
It's some regular food.
Right.
The service is regular.
It really is.
The place is regular. The seats is regular. The table was less than regular. It was wobbling. The cups was dirty.
It's a regular ass
I'm not going to put down the business because I will eat there again, Lord willing. What I'm saying is, this is not a fancy place.
Should be a place where your people can enjoy.
The brother going there to eat there actually probably tipping the waitresses more than they ever seen in a week.
Yep.
And you murked the dude. I'm watching YouTube all week, niggas making excuses like, oh, well, see, that makes no sense on that side of town. Brothers is hungry and starving. They looking for somebody to rob. You going there shining on them. You looking like a chicken nugget. No, I'm not. I'm looking like something you could be. And your little cousin probably worked there, and I just gave him a $150 tip. Eating regular food.
Right.
But we don't want to work, and we look down on being a part of the workforce. Now, notice how I said that without calling you lazy, because I know why you don't want to be a part of the workforce.
Discouraged.
Your boss is a racist prick.
Right.
They don't pay you worth your time.
No.
Somebody hired you.
You cannot have a living wage being a part of the workforce, right? Think about it. If minimum wage cannot get you a 1-bedroom apartment in a safe location, and when I say safe, it's relative. where I think it's safe, Esau might not feel it's safe because people might actually talk to him, right?
Mhm.
I say safe meaning my door, the locks work,
Right.
the stairs and steps are proper and weather treated.
Window sills have locks on them.
Yeah, when it's cold outside, the cold does not come in and touch me.
Right.
There's actually light in the breeze.
That's what I meant when I said safe, because the social safe of will I get robbed here? I'm gonna talk about that later. And tonight is a Q&A. So that means if you disagree with my social position, you could come up here and talk to me like that. Listen, Hebrew Israelites are not emotional.
No.
We don't get mad when people are racist towards us. I would prefer you be who you are
Right.
than send me the representative, and then later I got to find out who you are.
Right.
Right?
Facts.
So what Fresh and Fit is trying to present to you is I'm here to help you guys get women, but I'm also here to teach you how to be a man. That's coming to you in sheep's clothing, because these dudes don't love you. They don't want to be with you, and they just trying to eat out here and get girls at the same time. And they emotionally mad on the women that they was attracted to not wanting them. And everybody wants Eve, and Eve is cutting with her words, and when she wants to be mean, she could devastate you.
Yeah.
And a lot of brothers can't deal with that.
Yep.
So if minimum wage cannot get you into a safe living situation, at least a 1-bedroom apartment, my water is safe to drink, I have a toilet that works, I might not have a large closet, I might not have a glamorous fixtures, but I can live here
Right.
and work minimum wage. You can't have that in this land.
No.
You cannot survive off of minimum wage. That's why nobody wants to work. So now you calling people lazy, but you want me to go and work at fast food where people gonna treat me like garbage. I gotta shovel garbage. I stink when I go home of food. My boss is on my neck, and I can't. And the money I spend to get there cuts into the money I make because I don't make enough. I can understand why nobody want to work there. So don't expect good service.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But I understand that because I'm your people. I would consider myself a civil rights activist for my people. So I have to understand you, right?
Right.
That's why nobody want to work. That's why every place you go to for service is bad service.
Yeah.
You go to Target, nobody want to work there. It used to be great service. Nobody want to work there.
Shoot, the service at Chick-fil-A is getting worse.
The service
it
at
is.
Chick-fil-A is getting bad because
getting bad.
the Chick-fil-A is in our community, and our community like, well, Chick-fil-A's, I can do fast food. This could be my after school job. I'll be dedicated to it. I'm sure they're going to do me better than McDonald's. Nope.
Nope. Not at all.
Not at all.
Right?
Right.
And then I'm going to get blamed for saying that. But wait a minute. Ishmael got a store in your hood and the service is trash.
Right.
But you give him bread.
Moab.
And this dude is going to say it, but from a different angle. But I'm going to say it the angle that you need to hear. Moab has a store in your neighborhood and the service is trash. What you want?
He got a whole plaza.
What you want?
How do you even buy?
Yeah, exactly.
Got an attitude with
Please don't. If you're not going to buy that, don't touch that.
you at the door.
Watching you as you walk through the
Right?
store, following you through the store.
But you give him bread.
Right.
But us, when we give you bad service, it's because we're uneducated and we're lazy. See, I can understand that because I'm you. These other nations don't understand that because they hate you. And then they pretend to be you and hate you at the same time. You're about to watch it. They're going to pretend to be you and hate you at the same time. Somebody got to say it.
Right.
They speak wickedly concerning oppression. Get Psalm 73. They speak wickedly concerning oppression. Only you, Black, Native, Hispanic, can get blamed for being oppressed.
Right.
And get blamed for not being happy about it. Only you.
God.
Listen, you're not lazy. You're not even unmotivated. You have been oppressed. You are damaged. You're hurt. White people get therapy for microaggression at the job.
Right.
Yeah.
And get paid.
They be stressed out and suicidal because their boss is aggressive towards them.
He's pushing deadlines too aggressive.
You need therapy too, Israelite.
Dude.
But your therapy has to come from someone who loves you.
Right.
If you get a therapist who hates you, the therapy you receive is not going to help.
No.
Because they don't understand. I understand you. Sons of Thunder, we understand the plight, the history, and the condition of the Black man, woman, and child, Native and Hispanic man, woman, and child. Because I just seen that where I just came from.
Right.
Where I just came from, Issachar treat like garbage. Where I just come from, Esau go there and treat Issachar like garbage, and Issachar's licking boots. Yes, he is. And then when you're nice to Issachar, he doesn't understand. And it cut into the fun a little bit because I'm going out of my way. Thank you. Please. I'm learning enough Spanish so they know I'm not trying to violate when I say certain things. I'm perdón. It's okay. No, go. Thank you. Just so they know you a person, bro. Right. You exist.
Right.
And I know they not eating
at all.
So you in this land are oppressed. The media oppress you. Watch this, young Black man. You are smart. And you go to school and be smart, and you're gonna get bullied. Yep. Now, I'm not talking about the nerd that Esau be.
Right.
The weirdo nerd that kids bully because he's weird. You are cool and you're smart, you're gonna get bullied. Yep. That's what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna get 100 on your tests and come home, and your parents are tired because their jobs are hard. And instead of getting a hug and put it pinned to the refrigerator, your dad is asleep if he's in your life. And your mother is tired because she had to work, then come cook. She gonna hug you, but you're not gonna be celebrated. And you're gonna be confused because your cousin just came home from jail and they threw him a barbecue
party, a whole party.
So you're gonna be like, why am I in school? The hell with this. I don't care. And you're gonna become disinterested.
Right.
You're gonna get placed in special ed with a teacher who's special ed. Because you're not that you're not motivated, you're now disinterested because what is in it for you? You need somebody that love you. I said this. Did I not say this? I hate all my teachers. Yeah. I hate all my teachers because when I became a teacher, I taught in school, I taught in college. When I became a teacher, I realized I'm really trying to explain this and make it easy to understand because I understand it. Right. And if you look at it like this, how can you not understand it? But when this was being taught to me, it didn't make no damn sense the way the teacher was teaching it. I hate my teacher. Right. And then if I didn't pass his class, it was something wrong with me. I had teachers explain the simplest things, ridiculous, because they're not qualified to teach. And they're in my school system, and you have to pay to go to them. And they don't like me. Right. Yeah. I had an English teacher who was gotta watch my language. I had an English teacher who was same-sex loving. She was same-sex loving. She had a curl on her forehead like Superman and wore jackets with shoulder pads. Yeah. I was in AP English, bro. Advanced placement English. I was reading at a 12th grade level in the 3rd grade. That's what the standardized test was saying that I was passing. Right. And I got to her class and wrote an essay. And guess whose essay got praised? My homeboy who took Rakim's Paid in Full rap and wrote it as his essay and poem. And I wrote an essay that was heartfelt and really wrote it. Yeah. And my essay got a C. And him plagiarizing Rakim's song, and she didn't know what it was, he got an A+. And the whole cultural, he's really expressing himself. Right. And he looking at me like, and I'm thinking to myself, but yo, I really tried. Right. And I come to her after class, and when I questioned my grade, I was spoken to like I was a violent criminal. That happened to me, bro. Whoa. Me, Black man, gets scholarship to play baseball, get there, find out that the nearest team we gonna play against is 2 hours away. So I have to miss days of school to go play ball for the school. You know what my teacher told me? When I said, yo, I missed 2 days of class, I need the notes. I didn't miss class because I'm not attending. I play ball for the school. You're not here to play baseball. Yes, I am. That's what got me here. What are you talking about?
Right.
I failed this class, bro. I had to change my major because I could not pass the class because I missed much school playing a sport. But I really wanted to do it.
That they gave you scholarship to go do.
What do you describe me as now? Now I am a stupid athlete, right?
Yeah.
So everything I know, I'm self-taught. But that turned me into a teacher because I realized what I needed to learn, I have to teach it to myself. So I have to decipher this Edomitic speech and make it make sense to me. And then I became a teacher and bing, 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 all these light bulbs going off to my students. And I even carry it into the truth. I teach pretty basic. Anybody can understand the truth. The way I explain it, I feel, right? That's one of my skills, right? God-given. Now somebody gonna say, "Oh, this nigga arrogant." I'm not saying that. I'm making a point.
They're always trying.
What the point I'm trying to make is I understand what you're going through, and I realized after going through it, what's happening to you. Somebody don't like that.
Condescending.
I hate all my teachers. Some of them was black.
Yo,
They didn't want to teach.
my most racist teacher was black.
That's a good point. I had a racist black teacher as well, a lady, a religion teacher.
She hated black boys.
A religion teacher who hated young black men. And she was a black woman, feminist, married to a white man.
She tried to put me in a special ed class because I wouldn't write my 8 the way she wanted me to do it.
And why is she doing that when you need to know the value of 8? The character,
Right.
the character of how you scribe an 8 is irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Was you drawing the 2 circles? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Now, matter of fact, get out. Go to special ed.
I was in
Get
kindergarten.
out.
I was in kindergarten.
No, he's in kindergarten. Come on. But listen, you did the best you could. And a real teacher that wants to invest in you
Right.
will understand that.
Right.
I'm gonna bust your head. Watch this. I was so earnestly teaching. I had Edomites that would come to my class 40 minutes late and talk in the back while I'm trying to teach computer graphics. This is difficult. Some of these people don't know how to use a computer. Not only do I have to teach you computer, I have to teach you art, and I have to teach you art through the language of a computer.
Right. That's programming. That's
I'm doing that, right? I got Edomites come to my class 40 minutes late, sit in the back and talk over my lesson. Then after I've explained it so easy, a caveman can get it.
Right. Right.
They come to the front and say, "Hey, show me what you were talking about.
Right.
I don't understand. Can you show me?" So what they want me to do is go to the back and teach them they're not all gonna crowd around the ones that was talking and get this personal instruction.
No.
They want me to teach it to them individually, personally, or I'm not doing my job. This is Edomite privilege in school.
Yeah.
And when I didn't do it and failed them, because I said, to understand my class is easy. I explain to you exactly what to do. I use this language. I don't put my food in the dark and make you try to find it. I put the bowl in front of you so you can eat. That's what I do. The only way to fail my class is to not try. If you pay attention to what I'm teaching you the first time and ask your questions the first time I'm explaining it, you will not have any questions and you'll be able to enjoy what you're doing. I took the time to explain that.
You in college, you teaching the college.
I'm teaching grown people.
You don't even have to do that.
Right.
I'm teaching grown men. Esau, you know what happened? Esau complained about me, and my black principal fired me.
Wow.
And said, "It's you talk as someone who hates their job.
Wow.
What?
You don't love teaching." What? This is a black woman, me, young man. I'm beginning my career, right? I can't get a job in the field because I'm urban. I got my beard. They looking for a sodomite with glasses and a plaid shirt, or a female.
Right.
In design community, right? I'm bearing my soul to the internet because this dude's about to tear you down, black man.
Right.
And I'm telling you, I lived it and understand it. They don't want you, so it was very different. I became a teacher at a young age because I was so nice with it. I'll teach it. You're not gonna hire me to do it. I'll teach it. I'll freelance until somebody gives me a chance. My father begged me to quit that and go get a trade type of job because they just don't, son. For you, this is not for you. No. I wouldn't take it. I fought for my career, right? check it. And my father loved me. He's trying to help because he comes from 1950s oppression.
Yeah, right.
He knows how. Son, I go to work. White man put his foot on my neck. I come home and take care of my family. That's what life is. All right. When you're a man, life sucks. You die. That was the lessons my father was teaching. He wasn't. I see Edomite kids rolling on the floor, crying, spitting, vomiting, telling their parents what they not and what they're gonna do.
Right.
These people become your bosses and treat you like that.
Right.
They don't understand. No, they don't understand. I'm 5 minutes late because it's Atlanta traffic. Do you understand how far I'm coming to work here and how much traffic? You can't understand that, but you can understand Todd and Beth coming back late from lunch every day.
Right.
Because their food took a while.
Take 2 hours.
But I'm 5 minutes late for work sometimes. And I obviously love this job.
Right.
And you want to be that guy? Yes. Because I can do that to you. Right? They don't teach you HR.
Right.
They don't teach you office politics. You got to go on TikTok now to learn office politics. They can teach you that in school.
And let you have a baby on the way. They will not teach you how to request for those times off when becoming a new parent.
No.
And because what my job does is they micromanage me alone. They micromanage me. They choose where they want you to work because I have to travel with my job. So they decide to station me almost an hour away from my house. So when I am 5 minutes to 10 minutes late, oh, it's a problem. I get emails.
Instead of, he lives an hour away.
Right.
He comes here, he works hard, and he gives us our 5 minutes back.
Right. And in fact, stay over the time where I'm supposed to clock out.
Oh, no. They make you feel guilty for leaving on time. These are the games that's being played with you, so-called black man. But you're still called lazy when you don't like it.
Right.
That's why nobody want to work.
Right.
So now when a young man sees this and feels this and says, well, shit, I'm going to go sell dope. He's a stupid N-word, a murderer of his own people because he's just a monster when really he needed therapy.
Right.
On how to live this life. And then here comes the third world country. We don't have running water. We don't have this. We don't have this. We don't have this. Hold on. The people that don't have that still don't have that.
Right.
So what are you saying?
Right.
Are you saying everybody over there from where you from can be you? Or is there special circumstances that brought you here?
Right.
Are you saying everybody from where you from could come to America? Are you saying everybody where you from could just get a trip to America, get a green card, show up, go to the bank, get a loan? Everybody from where you from could do that?
That's a great point.
Or is there special circumstances that made it so you could do that? Watch how they talk. You're going to see. What I'm telling you is I understand you. I know why you're doing what you're doing. I know how to stop you from doing it because I understand why you're doing it. But you're going to listen to this guy and he's going to make you like that other guy on the right side of the screen. Yeah. This guy going to make you hate your own people. All your teachers was designed to do that.
Right.
I had a teacher fail me on a test because I wrote a signature. Wait a minute. How did I fail this exam? I couldn't read your signature. Nigga, you know to fail this exam, but don't know who this is? Right. Name was Mr. Block. Amalek.
Oh, yeah.
Small hat.
Yeah. Block.
You failed the person who you... Wait, this exam got an F because you couldn't read the name on it? Write your name where it's legible. You're not a doctor. This is a teacher talking to a student. I studied for that test. I got to go home and show my parents who work all the time, who don't care about why it's an F and F. How they going to treat me? And then how should I feel going to school the next day? Excited to learn?
No.
But see, I understand that because I've been through that. These people don't understand that. They're not doing that to Amari Foodle.
Right. No, they're not.
They're not doing you like that. They're not doing that to Chun Wee. You're not a doctor. Maybe I wanted to be a doctor. What? Did you just fail me for writing my signature?
Right.
Right?
They're not doing that to Cohen.
No.
And the black parents, y'all are so traumatized and just want the best for your kids. When they bring home an F, you don't listen to why they got an F. Right. And then there's two types of black parents. I pay too much money for this school. Don't F around when you get there. Bring me the right grades. I don't want to hear shit. You got them parents,
Mhm.
and then you got the other parents. Who disrespected my son? When your son is a baboon.
Right. Yeah.
So now
Them too.
you got them too. You don't have the understanding parents often that are gonna sit and dialogue with their child from a perspective of I have time for you and you are my greatest project, because they are oppressed.
Right. Yeah.
I understand that. This guy don't.
He don't at all.
No.
And these nations out here don't understand
No.
that. So what they do is they condemn you ritualistically. Hey, if you calling into the call, you got to mute your phone. If you calling into the call, you got to mute your phone. I'm going to do it for you. They condemn you ritualistically, and then you have to somehow be so well adjusted that you could work through that and still be this upstanding Martin Luther King-ish figure. You know,
right.
you can't be Malcolm and smart,
Yeah.
because that's just an ex-drug dealer, jailbird knowledge.
Yep. Can't be Garvey.
No, that's
Nationalistic.
a terrorist.
Yeah.
Or Huey.
No, that's a terrorist.
Terrorist.
You have to be Martin Luther and smart, right? This is difficult.
Gotta be the exceptional Negro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I understand you. Listen, these guys give a relationship advice, don't even understand why black listen. Media is witchcraft.
Yes, it is.
There was a show called Rock. He was a garbage man. Rock had a giant house. So big, his father lived with him while he lived with his wife. That's how big. He was a garbage man, and his house was giant like that, right? You had Winslow's beautiful house, Chicago. He's a police officer, beat walker, right?
Mhm.
Beautiful home.
Yeah.
You understand?
Heights.
What happened now? Now we got living single. These people got way better jobs living in small apartments, right?
Right.
But then you have Friends. It's the white living single.
Mhm.
Same show they bit,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Same kind of area, urban lifestyle, but their lifestyle is glamorous.
It's more plush.
Media makes us feel like the life we want, we can't have by just being a hardworking person.
As if there's a gulf in between us and heaven.
So now your women don't want to be with you if you work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What kind of guy you want? A scammer,
I seen that.
a drug dealer, or a 9-to-5? Y'all, honestly, I'd rather be with the scammer because he got bread and he has his time. The 9-to-5 dude is not going to have enough time to spend with me, and we really can't do too much. But I would be with the drug dealer second because he got the same kind of bread. It's just risky because it's what he's doing is a little more dangerous than a scammer. And then third is the hardworking guy.
Right.
That's witchcraft now. But the media has done that. Music has done that.
Yeah.
Global culture has done that. Now there's no honor in being a garbage man.
Right.
A janitor? What did ATL teach us?
Mm.
I'm a janitor. But he had a big enough house to support his sister's kids.
Right.
So he should be proud of himself.
Right.
But what did the movie make him to be?
Like a disappointed, defeated black man.
And hateful.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When it didn't make sense because you a janitor, yo, but that's a fly crib. You good.
Right. You're living comfortable.
Nah, I can't get no woman. Can't get no cutty. What woman want to be with a janitor? That's witchcraft.
Right.
Damn.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Because a janitor who does his job excellent, I like that place.
Right.
Mm.
The reason you don't want to use the bathroom at your job is because your janitor sucks.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
He hates his life.
That's why you don't sit down on the toilet at your job, because your janitor he doesn't do his job. Guess what? The janitor at my high school, his name was Teddy. We celebrated Teddy. And he came all the way from Staten Island to Bayonne to be the janitor.
Mm.
And he was the only janitor. And our school had 4 floors and it was spotless. And we loved Teddy, but that's a different era. Now, Teddy come by, he's humble. sweeping the floor, y'all gonna bump Teddy.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all gonna
Throw shit on the
nah,
floor.
we used to be like, Teddy, yeah. We used to love Teddy. And he was humble. He'd be like, all right. That's all he used to say. All right. Give us a pound. He come to all the games. We score a touchdown.
Probably got free tickets.
We score a touchdown. We not running to faculty.
Right.
We looking for Teddy and taking pictures with him.
Yeah.
That's our dude. That's a different culture.
Mm.
Now, janitors are lame.
Yeah.
You can't go to Walmart because why? There's nobody working the aisles. You want to blame it on checkout machines, but those machines never work.
Right.
And I don't want to check out my own stuff. I paid to come here. I want you to swipe it, put it in the bag for me so I can leave. Where the job's at? Nobody want to work there. Go to the supermarket, take you up. I hate going to supermarkets because I know when it's time to pay, I gotta wait because nobody's in the aisles. It's no honor in them jobs. But when I was younger, brothers used to work at Roy Rogers. Brothers used to work at the supermarket. Brothers used to work at Meat City at the butcher shop. Brothers was in there, and brothers did not get played out for having them jobs. They had money.
You have a job, bro.
You got a job.
making
Yo,
money.
could you get me in there?
Right.
The culture has shifted. Music has changed things. Media has changed things. That's witchcraft.
Right.
Now you're a lame for being a hard worker.
Right.
If the women don't want you, then why am I doing these jobs? Why aren't I a drug dealer or a rapper or a ball player?
Right.
But the other nations say all you Negroes are is athletes and rappers.
Right.
But hold on. Elam could drive a cab and have 3 wives.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ishmael could drive a cab and have 4 wives.
And 2 houses.
Ham could drive a cab and have 7 wives.
Yes, you can.
Right.
Jake drive a cab. He's just a cabbie.
Just a cabbie, bro.
A broke boy.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's what they call him.
A broke boy.
Mm-hmm.
Moab could work at the Chinese food spot in the back, smoke his cigarette and flip the wok and get respect from his wife when he comes home. You work at the Chinese food spot with them cats running around. And you're just a munch.
Yeah, right.
Yo,
That's witchcraft.
I hate these curses, man.
Bro,
That's
that's
witchcraft.
crazy, man.
So now, because I understand that that's happening to you, I get it why you're standing on the corner in your Montclair jacket, your fly sneakers, limited edition, and you selling crack and destroying your community because why am I in school if this is who I'm trying to be like?
Right.
Ain't that what Drake said?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Hmm.
But this dude had a nice life. Drake had a nice life.
He did. Upper middle class.
But when you say, why am I, see, that's witchcraft. Okay. I understand what's happening to you. These other nations that try to comment and have a commentary on how you handled your oppression, your wicked chattel slavery that the babies was born into in a corrupt country that used you to build itself and then blocked you from getting a part of that wealth. I know what happened to you. So I'm the right person to talk to you about how to deal with these feelings and how to fix yourself. But these other nations think they the ones who should tell you how to fix yourself because they said, well, I came here and I did it.
Right.
What they mean to say is, are you saying everybody from North Korea could get on a boat, a truck, a tanker tugboat, and ride in one of them crates and then get out and open a store in the hood? All of them could do that. Any one of them could do that. Or was it special circumstances for Mr. Ming here?
Right.
Mr. Mao Mao. No, there's a Mao Mao's Japanese spot in the hood.
MAO.
Chun, Mr. Lee's, he used to ride a bike. He refused to get a car. He rode a bike to deliver. He was famous in the hood. He came to you on a bicycle. You had to wait mad long for your Chinese food, but black people was buying from him.
Still buying from
But
him.
when there was a black bodega on the corner of Woodlawn and Ocean, it was a black it was like a mini mart bodega, but you call it a bodega because Poppy in there, but it was really a black man in there. And I'm just saying bodega so you know what kind of store it was. And he would give you a turkey and provolone sub about this big for $5 and put this much meat on it, mad cheese, oil, vinegar, pickles, slamming after football practice.
Bro, I'm there
I was there every day. I come home, my
Every
mother be like,
day.
"Why you not hungry?" I already spoiled my appetite with a sandwich from the spot. And y'all shot up and killed each other in front of the place.
Yep. Robbed it.
No, they killed each other in front of the place, making the area very dangerous over time. People stopped going around there to even shop in his store. His store faded. And then who opened the store? Ishmael. And guess what's the name of the store? Chicken and Liquor.
Damn.
Wow.
That's all.
No respect.
Now, this dude is going to tell you that, see, they open, y'all just want to drink Hennessy all day, and they open a liquor store in your neighborhood and get money because all you want to do is drink Hennessy. Are you telling me every Arab can come here and get a $250,000 liquor license and open a store and renovate a store and stock it and get distributors? All of them could do that? Or was it special circumstances for the person that took advantage of that?
Right.
But the way he described it, other people from other countries come here and just figure this out when you just want to drink Hennessy all day. No, actually, I've been oppressed even in my school.
Right.
My textbooks don't have all the pages. My teachers don't come. I have subs 3 times a week.
Yo, right.
Or I go to private school where Esau hates me and fails me for writing my signature. And he doesn't reverse the grade. I'm going to tell you this. I went to a school called Our Lady of Victories on West Side Avenue in Jersey City. And a fat Edomite named Mrs. Burns hated me from the day I checked into that school. And you know what she would do to me? I liked comic books. That was my thing. I don't want to talk to the Filipino kids because they think they better than me with their polo and their Nautica, and I don't have that. Right? My parents is paying for me to go to this school. They're not buying me those clothes. So on dress down day, I'm in Lee's, regular gear. I'm a lame, right? Nah, I'm still me.
Right.
But I don't have those clothes, and they make fun of me. But if I bust one of their ass, I'm an angry black man.
Angry black man. Violent student.
So I stay to myself, right?
Right.
I read comic books on break. I spend my $5 allowance and I go to Newport Mall and I'll buy me a Wolverine comic, my favorite superhero. I like to read Wolverine. It was well written and well drawn. Adam Kubert was the artist. Larry Hama was the writer. The Wolverine y'all see in the movies is nothing like the comic. You don't even know what you're watching. The comic is 1,000 times better than Batman. You don't even know what they gave you in the movies because they think you stupid and you just nigga with claws, right? Amazing, right? Miss Burns hated that about me for some reason at a private school that I pay to go to, and I would come back from my class and my desk would be turned over and all of my books and comics strewn all over the floor.
Wow.
I would come inside and see this, and I would get mad thinking somebody playing with me, and I would go to them, yo, you touching my stuff, yo, flip my desk. Now I have to go to see the principal because I'm disrupting class. Only to find out Miss Burns flipped my desk over. Why did she do that? Clean it up. It was dirty because we had to store all of our books in one desk. We didn't have lockers. Was it that dirty? It wasn't food in there. All you saw were books stacked in a row, papers, and comics.
Right.
You think my parents can't? You think I go home and say, yo, Miss Burns turned my desk over? My parents is not gonna listen. We work all day to put you in this school. Just don't cause no problems with this lady and get the grades we need you to get. Shut up and don't bring them comics to school no more. So now I don't have nothing. I have to draw my own. That's where I started. See? That was part of Yahweh's plan, but it's not my parents' fault because they don't understand. They got their hands full. Living in Jersey City, dangerous place, raising 2 sons, but giving all their money to send us to private school, right?
Right.
Because they don't want us to go to the schools that hate us
Right.
and give us the books without all the pages. So they don't really want to hear my mouth, right? But that's what Esau was doing to me. Microaggression. I need therapy for that, right? No, I have to work through that.
Everything.
And then I got to go to the next class, and Mr. Block fails me for writing a signature. That's what's happening to you.
Right.
Then I go to high school. I got the lesbian lady with the shouting me down for questioning my grade.
Right.
So I can't get an A, and I can't get a Y. I'm not getting an A. But then we get called underachievers. This is what's happening to you in America. They don't understand that.
Mm-mm.
Do you know what a school is like in another country? You recite things all day
That's it.
and memorize. We're in America, we asked to critically think, be creative, and be set apart and different, and they judging us.
Right.
But now, do that to somebody you hate, and do that to somebody who's oppressed
Right.
and who's a minority.
You're gonna set it up for them like that.
It's a difficult life path,
Right.
even when it's being trying to be made better by people who's trying to make it better. But these people don't understand that, and they criticize you like you garbage on the street.
Yep.
They don't care.
But they think they're here to fix you and heal you. No, we have the medicine here.
Right.
Yahweh Bashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai has the medicine.
Right.
Because number one, if I'd have known the truth, I'd have known how to deal with Miss Burns.
Well, I'm thinking about that all the time.
If I'd have known the truth, I would have known how to deal with Mr. Block. If I'd have known the truth, I would know how to deal with the Miss Mesnick. Yeah, I said your name. I never liked you. You got Edomites in the school making weird noises
Right.
and ripping their shirt open and
Doing flashing.
doing mad weird.
Flashing
Them kids
flash,
never get in trouble.
No.
But we play football for the school and see our boys and do the high five and slap box real quick. We have to come to the principals for what?
Get in school suspension.
For what? What do we do? Y'all making too much noise in the hallway. This dude is in class ripping his shirt open, the buttons is flying, and the teacher's laughing.
Right.
But because I high five my dude in the hallway, I'm in the print. You're wasting my time.
Yeah.
This is what happens to you. That's how you're treated. He doesn't understand that.
No.
He doesn't understand that. The African child doesn't understand that. The African student is treated different than a native black student.
Yep.
There was two of them in my school.
What? I had Puerto Ricans in my school. Ephraim and Judah are pressed together, straight like that. But see, when you don't understand that plight, how can you heal somebody? Your words will now be even more damaging because it's out of context and it's confusing to hear this. Because the person that's criticizing you doesn't understand what you're going through.
Right.
Now, with that said, watch this.
I didn't like the way that I just felt some type of way about the fact that like the civil rights movement made it possible for Bajans and Sudanese to, become great in this country. And then in the process of that sacrifice, it's like African Americans start getting shitted on by the same people that they sacrificed for them to get here.
Now, that's a fair
Right.
statement.
Right.
He's already laughing.
Right.
Both of them.
Both of them.
That is a fair statement. None of y'all was getting water hosed down with German Shepherds
Right.
the way
No.
we was.
No.
Not one of them.
Just because it was one Asian dude there does not mean that Asian community supported the civil rights movement.
No.
Stop doing that. Stop. Because it was one white dude there. Stop saying white people supported the civil rights
They
movement.
love saying that too.
Yeah.
Because it was one Arab dude there. Stop saying that the Arab community supported the civil rights movement.
No.
Stop doing that.
Y'all was shooting us while that was going on.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. So the brother makes and all he said was, I didn't like I felt some type of way.
Right.
And why did he feel a type of way? I understand why he felt a way.
Right.
Because it's different, bro. We was getting hung, car engines tied around us, winched to death around a tree
Right.
with a chain. Because we was
Damn,
bold
car engine. That shit's heavy.
and throw you in the Mississippi River. And our leaders were getting their heads blown off for this
In front of
in front of their kids. And pushing forward, churches being bombed and pushing forward. And you got the nerve to criticize us when you should be thanking us for going through that, because of us going through that, it was easier for you when you arrived.
we would have
Oh, they take that as an insult. It was easier for me. I have the same circumstances for you. There was no running water. Hold on, stop. Again, you come from a place where there was no running water and you had to walk 5 miles to school. And are you saying everybody from that community could come here and start a podcast on YouTube and become profitable? Are you saying that? Or was there special circumstances and you happen to rise to the top? Stop using that argument, please.
Please stop. Right.
Let's get back to talking about what's happening to us on a systematic level.
Right.
Daily.
Were you redlined out of your house?
Right.
And put in a predatory situation as far as loans are concerned, where you could not get from under it no matter what you did, and it was legal to do that to you?
Right.
Or did you come after that? When there were regulations, can't do that anymore.
Right.
Are you from a different family? Are you from the same family of the people that happened to?
And it's still affecting us till this day.
I'm just asking.
Right.
I guess anybody could just walk in and Chase and get a $250,000 loan and get a house.
Yeah.
Anybody could do it.
Anybody can do
I guess anybody could do it. I just didn't think to do it. There's something wrong with me.
Right.
I must didn't think to apply for a business loan.
I watched that movie Pursuit of Happiness. Do you see what that brother was going through? Was that a hardworking man?
Go to hell.
Was that a hardworking man?
God.
Hold on. I was saying this. If I'm standing outside the job knowing your name with my application when there was no internet and no text messages at that time, I'm supposed to get the job because I'm doing more than another guy.
Right.
But I guess we just lazy.
Right.
You know, you're a bum. You're sleeping in pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You're sleeping in a subway with your kid, man. You're an embarrassment. Was that guy really an embarrassment? Or did he invest in a business for bone density scanners before anybody thought of it?
Right.
And was hustling them to doctors, and then found out, hey, it was a bad business call. I couldn't get out from under it. And his wife left him.
Wife left him. Wholesale left him and
the kid.
No, what he was supposed to do was give up his dream and become a janitor.
Yep. That's what he's supposed to do.
See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it special circumstances for him too? When you talk about people who come here and open a business, you're talking about special circumstances for that person. You're not talking about something that anybody could do. I got my own business. It's hard. It's not easy. Just start a business. Money just coming in. I don't have to start my own business. It's just money. It doesn't work that way, King.
right. Especially for you.
But listen. Let's listen.
Yo, you're funny, bro.
What did he say that was funny?
ever-
Wait, let's watch
Civil
this
rights
again.
movement.
And that was business like I said.
I didn't like the way that I just felt some type of way about the fact that like the civil rights movement made it possible for Bajans and Sudanese to, become great in this country.
And
then
that's
in
who
the
he
process
is.
of that sacrifice, it's like African Americans that getting shitted on by the same people that they sacrificed for them to get here.
Yo, you're funny, bro. When did
What was funny about that?
Laughed at his
What was funny about that?
laughed at something that's real.
What was funny about that?
It was no joke.
Wait, was that a sacrifice that they made?
No.
Did the Haitians make a sacrifice to fight? They did, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bled.
Should I mock them for giving that sacrifice?
No.
You wouldn't discuss them like that.
No.
Hold on, we're gonna try bang for a minute. We're gonna try bang for a minute, right?
Mhm.
Did the Haitians sacrifice to fight?
Come.
Right?
Come.
Okay. Are we gonna mock them for that? Did Judah sacrifice to fight?
Yes.
He did.
Why are we mocking him for that?
He did.
Why do we mock Judah instead of celebrating his willingness to fight?
His willingness to fight. To go out on his
Muhammad
own.
Ali went to jail, man.
Right. Nat Turner was
Shit, Martin Luther King went to jail.
Martin Luther King died.
Malcolm
These
X
guys
died.
are not about to celebrate black survivalists
No.
right now. They're gonna mock you for saying, hold on, why you shitting on these guys when they fought hard to make it comfortable for everyone else? Can you acknowledge that sacrifice? These civil rights laws was passed because of our deaths
Right.
and public dying.
You're funny, bro.
No, we're funny for bringing that up. These people cannot teach you how to heal yourself.
No.
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 Let's
Not
listen.
at all.
Did we ever make fun of the civil rights movement or anybody that helped
Nah, he's trolling.
black people achieve equality in the United States?
Do black people have equality in the United States?
No.
Hell no. You don't even got freedoms.
Bro, I can do the same thing you can do, bro. It's about to happen. Swatch.
You trolling, right? Are you serious, bro?
No, I'm not trolling at all. I'm not trolling at all. I mean, the narrative is y'all don't talk about. You have said the Black Americans are lazy, that they're soft.
Watch this. Listen to how you're discussed.
I mean, y'all don't talk about. You have said the Black Americans are lazy, that they're soft, that they're pussy, and they're bitches. To put it in verbatim.
Well, that is not verbatim because I never said all black people are like that. I just said I said the black community likes to take on the victim mindset. A lot of
I didn't say all black people are like that. I said the black community. What does that mean? Who's in the black community? All black people.
Right.
Can I describe the white? Wait, let me do this. Let me see. I need to see myself, right? Because they're probably gonna ban this video and flag it. Can I say this? The white community is racist and murdering, and they're liars too.
No, you can't say that. You'll be called a racist.
Why? He just said the black community is pussy, bitches, lazy, and victims. See that proved it right there that it's a double standard.
Right.
Can I say that? Can I say the Arab community are terrorists?
No, you cannot say that. No, you can't say
So
that.
how come he can say that about the black community and black people running to be on his show?
Yeah.
Running.
Do anything for clout. You know how much power it is in saying no?
Right.
Black man, woman, and child. You know how much power you have in just say no? I'm not doing that. No.
The heathen hate.
You can't buy me. Stop. Don't insult me. I don't want your money. I'm not doing that. No. There's a lot of power in saying no. Listen to this, man.
the times as to civil injustices and use that as an excuse for why they're not where they want to be.
Kanye West is a billionaire, and Gap jerked him.
Yes,
Right.
they did.
When he complains about it, is he making an excuse?
No.
Or is it because they don't want him to have that much access power?
No, they don't. Michael Jackson, Sonny,
Right.
jerked
Michael
him.
Jackson, right.
That's Michael Jackson.
Is it because he's lazy, or they don't want him to have those type of executive decision-making powers?
They don't want him to have that power seat.
Elon Musk is sending rockets in the air, and nobody's blocking that.
Right.
Kanye got enough money to send a rocket in the air. They not gonna let him do that.
No.
Hey, this one may be a little different, but Young Thug was about to start his own city here in Georgia,
And what they said,
and now he's in jail
Yeah.
on RICO charges.
get out of here. You're not doing this.
Wow.
Brothers bought land in Sparta
Right.
by the acre, and they changed the laws so that they cannot build their houses by the highway. They have to build it 2 miles away from the highway. What was the purpose of buying this land? You changed that law. Now somebody's gonna say, "Well, if you had more black politicians, there are black politicians.
Right.
They did nothing because
Nothing.
they want to keep their jobs. And
Right.
They, come on, that's not my problem,
You're
bro.
my P's and Q's.
Bro, listen, I need myself.
Right.
Well, whose fault is that? The white man's.
Right.
If he wasn't an oppressive demon, then we wouldn't have these issues.
We weren't.
I understand why the black guy in that political position is scared to do anything.
Right.
Because I gotta feed these kids and these devils. If I go against them, it's over.
Over with. I'm
They
black.
got his pockets like this.
Did I say that was right for him to feel that way? I said say no.
Right.
But I understand.
Mhm.
I can teach him. But watch what they would say.
Which is true.
Okay.
You can't sit there and blame systematic racism and all these other stupid ass social buzzwords for why you're not where you want to be. You can't. When you have people that come into this country that don't even speak a lick of English, that end up owning businesses, end up making
You could come in this country and not speak English and end up owning a business. Does that go for everyone? Or is that a special circumstance because somebody did that
Definitely.
and had a certain level of things fall into place?
Right.
But I guess anybody could do it. I guess I could go get Issachar right now, who don't speak no English, and bring him here and say, now go start your taxi business. You know how to drive cabs. You was doing it in Mexico. Go start your taxi business.
Issachar got to walk on eggshells over here.
What?
He got his green card.
You could be the cream of the crop and get blocked for a loan.
Right.
You got to have a why, a business proposal. People got to review it, board of directors.
Why is my resume check out, but you asked me my race afterwards to proceed to the...
Why is that the last thing?
Right, to proceed to...
What race are you?
Right, what is your race? And
Because I don't want you to work here. But they hide that and say, it really is supposed to help you for equal opportunity, EOO.
No, it's not. It does not.
No, that's so the hiring manager could go, I like that. Oh, he's black. That's not going to work here.
Let's find somebody who's close to his credentials, but is white.
Who will be more comfortable in this office culture?
All right.
That doesn't happen, or I made that up.
That definitely happens.
Why he ain't discussing that?
Because he don't understand.
Because he doesn't understand that. Watch.
Money, end up becoming millionaires, etc. And people over here crying about
How many people are millionaires in the United States? How many people are millionaires who came to the United States that don't speak English? How many people are millionaires who came to the United States that don't speak English, that don't come from money?
Right.
Why did he say that?
oh, systematic racism. Oh my God, oh, this is fucked up. I don't get the same opportunities. You got people coming here from China, from Africa, from foreign countries that can't even speak the language. They figure it out. What's your excuse? That's all I'm saying. But what I am saying is that we can't sit here and cry about the past, about what happened. We got to become better and understand that we got to look at our...
How do I become better than people hanging me?
He's saying you pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Wait.
That's what he's saying.
Wait. We can't complain about the past. We have to become better. How do I become better than having a cross burned in my yard? How do I become better than that?
And having a whole nation that's still against you to this very day.
How do I become better? The movie Them, the TV show Them, was about redlining and about predatory home loans for Black people in Watts, which used to be a nice suburb. And they purposely gave them loans they couldn't get out under so that they could default on it and take the money that they had already received up to that point and kick them people out and own the property still to sell it to whomever they want.
Right.
That's what Them was about. How can I be better than that? You got to educate yourself. But my teacher doesn't want to teach me. My teacher failed me for writing my signature. Amoru, whatever your name is.
Yo, the grants that are supposed to be given to underprivileged children are not given to underprivileged children. They're given to children whose fathers or mothers have a reputable name in that society or in that group. They're in the education system. So instead of me, who's coming out of ghettos, who needs a damn Pell Grant, it's actually going to Sally over here in DeKalb, whose parents both work off six figures.
And the greatest recipient of affirmative action is the white woman.
Yes.
opportunities that we do have versus what we don't have. And people like to use that as an excuse for why they're not where they want to be. And I'm here to say that's fucking bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. I'm a victim. Like, we really got to get out of this victim mindset, because here's the thing. I'm telling y'all what the other races think about us, and they laugh behind the scenes.
And he calls, he says us. What? Notice how he said us.
You see that, bro? It's
Notice he said us.
That's the Sudanese for you, though.
Yep.
Kush knows he's not you.
Mm-hmm.
He'll tell it. He'll say, I'm not
Put
black.
knows he's not you. You are a different manner of people.
Right. Right. You know why he says us? So that he's qualified to speak on your oppression.
The way that he wants to.
Right.
Right.
I think that loan manager, when he sees a Mori Foodle, who are your parents? Is your father? Then he sees Kenny Jackson.
Right.
Sorry, Kenny. Sorry.
You people, it's a high risk to invest in you guys.
Right.
Where do you live?
Scenes. They ain't gonna tell you that though. But if someone's got to tell the uncomfortable truth, it ain't gonna be white people. I'll tell y'all right fucking now. White people in the background, they laughing. Yo, these fucking black guys, man. Oh, these black people, all they do is cry and complain. Ha 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 ha. Oh, they're buying more Jordans. Ha 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 ha. Oh, they're buying more designer. Ha 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 ha. Like they're laughing at you niggas, bro.
I don't like that.
I like that at all.
You know why I don't like that? Witchcraft. You will pay $500 for some jeans, because that's what that little girl likes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get her. If you ain't got that drip, you're not touching that. That was witchcraft that did that to us.
Your community not letting you live comfortably. You don't got that.
Your grandfather had on Levi's overalls. Bagged your grandmother.
Right.
If you from Jamaica, if you from Haiti, if you from Dominican Republic, if you from Cuba, your grandfather had on clothes somebody made.
With no shoes. Nah, not even Jesus sandals. No
and
shoes.
bagged your grandmother. Try that now. Society has created this unrealistic expectation, and that's why he's buying more Jordans. He's buying more designer.
Right.
I understand you, Jake. I know why you're doing it. It's not a wise investment. No. But I'm not going to criticize you for it, because what then now? What do I tell him? What do I give him? Hey, don't buy decent sneakers and don't buy decent clothes to wear. Don't. What have I done for him?
So I got to be raggedy and broke.
Right.
Because most of the stuff that brothers that got that money that's buying is scamming anyway.
Right.
We're not talking about the regular dude.
Right.
He just bunched you in with a certain demographic of people. I see no intelligence in standing on a couch, popping a bottle that's marked up 300%.
Right.
I feel like I don't need to. I'm confident in myself. I feel like I don't need to do that, right? To be lit. I'd rather, if we're going to do that and we want to have a good time, we do it as a group and make it reasonably priced, because we're all putting in on it. Right. And we'll all drink a decent amount and leave here not looking ridiculous.
Right.
But I'm older. I know how to teach that lesson. A young dude hearing that, he not absorbing that.
Oh, he right.
And that's their crowd too, young men. Witchcraft.
Young black people.
Let's play some more of this, man.
Because they look at it like, yo, these fucking guys, all they do is cry and complain about their situation, and they don't necessarily want to be better, blah, blah, blah. And they just laugh about it. They'll never say it out in public, of course, because they don't want to be called racist or bigots or whatever. But I'll call it out because, yo, too many people have a victim fucking mindset. I'm saying what a lot of people wish they could say, but they can't, because they're not colored, so they can't say this shit. You can't talk about black community situations because you ain't black. Okay, if I'm not a mathematician, I can't say 1 + 1 is 2? No. We got to operate in objective reality here and pull our fucking feelings out of it. A lot of people are living in poverty that happen to be colored because of their own fucking choices, not because of the color of the skin or where they grew up socioeconomically or anything else like that. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all niggas. I dealt with all the same shit you did. And I'm not going to sit here and cry about, systematic oppression, this other fuck.
Has any of us ever sat around and said, systematic oppression?
No.
Is why I'm not where I want to be. Is that even the content of our conversation?
No, he's sitting there telling you that he's not one of you.
Of course.
Right. What brothers do is try to figure out how we're gonna get to the next day.
Right.
We've accepted that Esau's the devil.
Right.
And then the average black person doesn't even know that they systematically oppressed.
Right. They just know there's loophole.
So what you've done is you've said the black community complains about systematic oppression, but doesn't really want to be better. And that's who the black community is. See what he did?
In a smarter way of calling us lazy.
And that's racist. And this dude does not love your people or your women.
Nope. Precept.
I hate this guy.
But he wants to be you. He wants your swag desperately.
Right.
Read.
This book of Psalms, chapter 73, verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish.
Mm-hmm.
They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
They do what?
They speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Come on.
They speak loftily.
They speak how?
Loftily.
This is proud as hell.
Mm-hmm.
They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth.
And their tongue walketh through the earth. That's how this video has almost 9,000 views.
Right. Same sentence.
But it's been out since June. And you know, this isn't from the main channel. This is a repost.
Yeah, red pill.
Shit. Stop being a fucking pussy, man. That's what it comes down to, because I've suffered the same shit you guys have, and I chose not to. Matter of fact, I have even more excuses, because not only did I get it for being black, I also got it for being Muslim. I also got it for speaking Arabic. I also got it because of the way I look. So I was being made fun of, being called a fucking terrorist on one end, and then also being called a fucking black guy on the other end, and being made fun of for being both.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. Nobody made fun of you for being black.
At all.
They probably made fun of you for being Muslim and thinking you was a terrorist.
Right.
That's reasonable. I can see that. But nobody looks at you and goes, "Who's a funny looking black guy?" No,
dude.
that was cap. You dragged it right there to make your point.
All right.
Nobody ever called you the N-word,
All right.
and you was not treated how you suggested. There was a black man who was watering flowers the other day for his neighbor, and the police showed up and harassed him.
Yep.
I'm watering flowers for my neighbor. Somebody called the cops on me for being a neighbor.
For using a water hose?
You had to watch me though. And what you had to watch me.
Right.
I know the difference between somebody watering flowers and trying to see how to get in your house,
Right.
and somebody that's attentively watering your flowers.
Right.
And enjoying it too.
Right. Hand in pocket, everything.
Yeah.
That man was taken to jail. Watch what he says about going to jail when police are profiling you. Watch what happens.
So I don't want to hear no fucking excuses. Okay? Because if the KKK comes after me, they get like a double kill, triple kill.
Are they going to come?
No.
The KKK, where they at? In their white mask anymore?
And he's capped because he was pressed at his own studio and was scared. So he's capping.
The KKK is not coming after you. They like you. Now, especially after this episode.
Right.
My niggas over here crying, "Oh my God, oh, this is fucked up. You're not even black. Shut the fuck up." Because the same people that oppress us, the police, the white people, the man, they look at me as black too. The difference between me and you is that I don't use that as a fucking excuse for why I'm not where I want to fucking be. I use that shit as motivation. A lot of you motherfuckers, just quite frankly, you don't got heart, man. You don't got fucking heart.
You don't have any courage. You don't have courage. You know what courage is? And this is what I'm saying. When the cop comes to you and you're parked by the hydrant and you're not driving, and he taps on your window and says, "License and registration," and you go, "Why?"
Right.
That is courage.
Right.
Because you're attempting to use your rights
The rights you're supposed to have, right?
that you pay for through your taxes.
Right.
You pay for your rights. Taxation without representation is tyranny.
Right.
You pay for your rights by paying taxes. And this is two young men. For him to ask why is courage and is heart. But you about to describe it like ignorance. Watch.
You're a fucking bitch. You're a pussy. You want to cry about your situation. You're out here on fucking living on food stamps. Got Section 8 housing and all this other shit. Why you got-
The leader of Section 8 housing is the Amalekite in America. He buys the building and gets his family to be on Section 8 and be his tenants. They don't pay any rent, and the government pays him. The leader of Section 8 is a so-called white man in America. The largest user of food stamps in the United States is the so-called white man. Yes, there are lots of black people per capita. For your racial group is a lot of you. But this is a country that was designed to destroy you. So I understand why you need food stamps.
Right.
But a lot of us actually want food stamps. Watch this. I actually want them. Why wouldn't I want food stamps?
Right. Why wouldn't you?
See, this is what I'm saying. This dude don't know how to teach you.
No.
You got to come see the Israelites. We love you.
Right.
We understand you.
Gotta approve. I'm just chilling. Oh man, yeah, I'm doing. Fuck out of here, bro. Stop crying. I went through the same shit and I made something of myself. I grew up in a poor household with 4 parents that didn't even fucking speak English, making $8 an hour. My fucking dad getting robbed by people, being a cabbie in New York City. I don't want to hear no fucking excuses. None. That's all you motherfuckers do is cry, bro. That's all they do.
All black people do is cry. The dude said, I don't appreciate how you discussed civil rights. Like, you're not benefiting from our sacrifice. That turned into all y'all do is cry. Listen, if me saying there was a time where I was burned alive and my fingers were sent around as souvenirs, if that's me crying, then I'm crying. Right. My tears make me to swim in my bed. That's what David said. Mm-hmm. Read that again. They speak how concerning oppression?
They speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily.
On fucking Twitter. Well, I'm really black because my parents were here in 1945 and they know Martin Luther King. Shut the fuck up. Wow. That's why foreigners come to this.
My parents were here. My parents are from around that time. My mom marched with them, but I got to shut up for saying that. My parents came from the dirty South with nothing and worked jobs they hated.
Right.
I continue to do that. Right. So even though I'm not on food stamps and I work a job I hate and my parents come from nothing and think something of themselves and they complain about oppression, they should shut the F up.
Right.
According to him. This dude is not qualified to teach you, Israel. This is what I'm trying to get you to see. You have to come see the Israelite. We understand you and love you.
Right.
We want what's best for you. So why do you hate us? Why, when we teach you, you make 10,000 rooms against us?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Why us camp brothers is wicked?
Right.
Why? This is your option. You can have this.
Right.
You can have this.
This country have laughed at you niggas, bro. Real talk. Chinese people come to this fucking country. You know what they do? They open up a fucking Chinese food spot in the hood. The Indian people, they go open up a convenience store in the hood. The Arabs, they come into the United States, they go put a fucking liquor store in the hood, and them niggas can't even drink. They laughing at you, stupid fucks. Because you guys come into the store.
He called you stupid F's.
Son, let me get a pack of Hennessy. Yo, I only got 20 on me right now, bro. I know it's 50, but yo, do a hookah, brother.
Wow.
Bro,
I don't know nobody saying let me get a pack of Hennessy.
I don't know anyone saying let me get a pack of Hennessy. I don't know anybody that goes into a liquor store and says I only have 20 but hook a brother up. That was racist.
Yeah, he's only talking like this in front of guys that allow him to talk like this.
He's talking like this in front of a black man.
Black man.
All his colleagues are black.
And they sitting there like, I want this job. Tell him, Myron. Tell him.
The producer
is black
on him. That's why he feels he can say, because y'all, that's who y'all take counsel with. People who hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
No, come back again with the money. They laugh at you niggas because you guys were born here with the opportunity and they're making a killing of you stupid fucks because you guys speak English, born here, raised here, U.S. citizenship, and you're still a fucking loser. Going into a foreign nigga store, buying the fucking alcohol, crying and complaining about why you're not where you want to be, but you're drunk all the time off of fucking Hennessy. That's the truth of the black community.
The truth of the black community is you're drunk all the time off of Hennessy. And you're always crying and complaining. You're not coming from Staten Island to be a janitor at a Jesuit school.
Coming from Mississippi to Chicago to build life.
You're not coming from a North Carolina tobacco farm to taking night classes, giving it up because you had a son. Then you become an electrician, learn a trade. Then you go on to work for New Jersey Transit.
Right.
You sitting around drinking Hennessy, crying and complaining. You're not coming from Alabama, getting your college degree from a route. You don't live on a road, you live on a route.
Right.
Getting your college degree, go to New Jersey, become a biology instructor at Rutgers.
All while risking being killed on your way to work.
While complaining about oppression.
Right.
But you weak and you a stupid F, even though you accomplished those. Listen, he just said that is the black community.
They would never have survived what we survived.
Wow. But I want you to understand this, brothers and sisters. You make it hard for me to argue with this dude when you shooting PNB rock.
Right.
You make it hard for me to argue with this dude.
Please bring that.
When you're shooting on the Ave and your stray bullet hits the stroller and the mother.
Right.
Right.
You make it hard for me to argue with this dude when I come outside and my car is on bricks because you took my rims. What you doing?
Or my windows busted out.
Or you kill a brother that's from the same neighborhood as you, made it out, and comes back and puts money in your community.
And you kill him.
And you kill him and call it a trophy.
Right.
You make it hard for me to lobby for you when you break into my car and steal my Bible and camp camera. For what? Why did you do that? You make it hard for me to argue with this guy who hates you, and I love you. But I know how to teach you. I understand why you've fallen into this despair and why you're making these mistakes. He doesn't. He just thinks it's because you're lazy and stupid and you drunk off Hennessy all day and you're looking for the next blunt. That's all I'm saying.
And you know what's so sick about this? By him saying, I also am black, though we know this man is not black and has not lived the so-called black experience here in America.
No.
By him saying that and just having darker complexion than white folks get to say, see, even one of your own has said this.
Yes.
Yep.
Even though he is not from our community. That's the conundrum that we are in as a people. Everybody gets to speak for us, but we don't get to speak for ourselves.
And when you complain you a weak akata, college professors calling you akata.
Right. College
professors calling you akata. You pay to go to this school. You're in this lady's class trying to pass her classes. You think she's calling you akata. You think she understands why you was late for class? Because one of your homeboys got killed and you're depressed and you can't do it today.
She don't care about that.
So I can't take the test today. My mind is no, pull yourself up. You're in good. Like they don't care what you're going through.
You speak English.
Because you could speak English. So I guess because you speak English, you could get a $150,000 liquor license and open a liquor store in the hood. I guess everybody could do it. I would have 10 liquor stores if it was that easy.
Man, what?
I would have one if it was that easy. I would have my own Chinese food spot.
Right.
First of all, making Chinese food is easy, and we're gonna make it better than you.
Yeah.
I would have my own Chinese food spot in the hood if it was just that easy to buy a storefront, get the health codes, get the cooking equipment, pay for. You think Moab just came over here not speaking English with no money and opened a Chinese food store and bought a $50,000 stove, a $30,000 air evacuation system,
got approved
and got approved $10,000 bulletproof glass?
Right. No.
Or did he have money already?
Already had that. They come here with money.
Okay, let's
They literally come here with money.
Let's get truth. You choose to be a fucking loser.
Wow.
Okay? And I don't want to hear nothing because if I get pulled over by the police versus you get pulled over by the police, the only difference is that I'm not going to be a fucking retard. I know how to move. I'm going to tell them, how you doing, officer? I'm going to keep my fucking hands on the steering.
Let me tell you a story about how you doing, officer, and hands on the steering wheel.
Right.
I'm in Allegheny County, Maryland. I got an Avarex jacket on, a Yankee fitted, my best clothes with 4 of my other college buddies. 2 of us play sports for the school. 1 plays basketball, starting power forward. I'm starting catcher for the baseball team. And we get pulled over in a car. And we get told to put our hands out of the window. We get told to now turn the car off, but I would have to put my hands back in the car.
Right.
Did I have a chance to how you doing, officer?
No.
What do I do now? Do I have a chance to comply? Excuse me, you said put my hands. 2 of them had shotguns drawn.
Wow.
He's aggressive.
One of them was behind the door like a Western movie with the car door open and behind the door. And another one had the flashlight and was coming over. But we're retards. We don't know how to move.
Right.
Hold on. I'm parked in front of my house. I live right here in Jersey City, Woodlawn Avenue. I live right here. I point this. I could touch my house. Double parked in the car with my boy. God rest the dead. You know, he's passed away from ignorant gun violence. He was killed, him and his fiance, on their engagement night. Right? The people that did it is life in jail. One of the girls that did it got pregnant in jail by a tranny inmate. I know you heard that story.
Yo, what?
That was one of the girls that killed my best friend. She got pregnant in jail by a tranny that was posing as a woman.
I think I did hear that story.
Yes.
Yo,
This world is crazy and it's small.
What type of life do our people have?
The curses. So me and him are in this car, double parked in front of my house. The car is off. And I turn to my right, and there's a pistol resting on the glass, and an officer in plain clothes looked like he's robbing the car. A white dude, probably one of them Bayonne guys, with his pistol on the glass, roll the window down. We got the old school, so he rolls the window down. I roll my window down. He then puts the gun in the car and sits it on my nose. Did I have a chance to, how you doing, officer?
No.
You know what the cop told me? Driver's license and registration. And I got heart. You know what I told him? I'm not even driving. What are you doing? Why do you have your gun in my face? That's hard. I thought we was weak. A kata.
Right.
I'm facing certain death, but I have to ask that.
Right.
Why, I'm not even driving. What are you asking for my license for? I'm not moving. If you want my license, you have to get it yourself. I said that to an officer with a pistol resting on my nose, but I thought we was weak. Complaining. Did I have a chance to how you doing, officer?
No.
Nah.
You know what he told me? Oh, you think you smart? Say another word. So what did I do? I didn't say anything else. And what did he do? He got mad because I wouldn't talk. See?
Right.
When did I have a chance to know how to move? Thank you, officer. Excuse me, officer. Is that happening in your community? Is that happening to the Asian kid? Is that happening to the white kid? Is that happening to the Arab kid?
Nope.
Now that happens to us by white police in our own community. And guess what happens while it's happening? We got the car, blue Honda.
Right.
My boy then goes, yo, this car is green. That cop said, shut the F up and go home. And my boy said, we live right here. And you know what he said? Say another word. Slammed the car door, murked down our street, making mad noise, burning rubber in an unmarked Civic.
Now that's thug behavior.
Right.
But I thought it's because we don't know how to move that the cops kill us.
Yeah.
Or did I know how to move in that moment?
You behave wisely.
But what could I have easily been shot in that moment?
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Would it have been because I didn't know how to move, guys?
It would have been your fault.
That's what this is happening. That's what he's saying.
What about the brother who's on camera saying, officer, I have a gun in my car, I'm licensed. His hands on the wheel, his wife is filming it.
Don't reach.
Bow, bow. What about him?
Did he not know how to move?
No, but he don't know to think about that because he don't feel that same oppression as you. So he's not connected to your community to know those events that happen in your community. Even though it's on CNN.
What about the army major, black army major who went out and served for his country, fought and seen friends die, right? Complying with officers, get dragged out the car, pepper sprayed, and slammed on the ground.
Mm.
Yo,
All he was asking is, what? I'm parked at a gas station.
Right.
you know what's crazy? I was in our neighborhood when I was prospecting for SOT, and I was doing my study in there because the house is loud. So I'm in there studying, park cars off. Somebody called the police on me. The officer approaches the back of the car, hand on his gun, touches the back of the car, comes up to my window, let the window down. Officer, I can't let the window down because this window doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Let the window down. Officer, I cannot let the window down. I'm going to give you the count of 3. So what I have to do, I have to figure out how I'm going to convey to this officer, I cannot let the window down, or go on the other side and open the door. So what I do, I just freeze up and say, you know what? Nope. I'm not about to get shot today. So what I got to do, have my hands up. I'm on the lesson. Brothers is on the lesson with me. I don't want Ma'akaya, I don't want Aharon. They remember this. They on the lesson with me. Officer approached me aggressively because I'm sitting in my own neighborhood, parked by the pool, trying to do a lesson. Yeah, I got a phone call that there's a strange vehicle and suspicious activity up here. And you're the only one up here. So I have reasonable cause to search and see what's going on. Search my car, all that.
I don't think you have a reason to search. Did you comply with that?
I had to. Because what am I going to do in a parking lot empty?
Yeah.
There's nobody there.
You got to agree with that adversary
I have
quickly.
to agree with my adversary.
Matter of fact,
quickly.
let's get that. Let's get that.
Am I behaving wisely?
See, bro, that's where that's at. What I want, the battlements of the city.
Said Matthew.
That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Here it is. Read Sirach 9 and start at verse 13, man.
Book of Sirach, chapter.
And you could get Matthew 6,
Matthew
5 and 25. Salakia.
Book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 13. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill.
So when we tell you we don't want to be nowhere around these devils, you say we racist.
Right.
But that man got the power to kill. I don't want to be around you.
Right.
I don't want to party with you.
Right.
I want to eat and you're not there.
Right.
I want to go out with the brothers and you're not there. Because you're going to ruin everything. Read on.
So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death.
But what if you can't avoid him?
And if thou come unto him, make no fault.
Do what?
Make no fault.
Why?
Lest he take away thy life presently.
Bible got your number, Esau.
Right.
He doesn't understand.
You don't understand that.
Read on.
Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares.
That's what our life is like.
Yes.
That you say we always complaining, but our life is snares. Everything's a snare.
Every day.
Everything is a snare. Everything is a snare. Everything is a snare. Everything is a snare.
Everything's a snare.
You be around me, you gonna hear complaining because I'm gonna be like, oh, not this. See, I knew this was gonna happen.
Why is he behind me?
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
This nigga's gonna tailgate me. We doing 90. I can't go no faster. He's tailgating me. Now, if I gotta hit my brakes right now.
Whoop, whoop.
Now, this dude, this here.
Right.
Because we go in the midst of snare. Read on.
And that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city.
And we walk among the battlements of the city, man. That's what our life is.
That's our life.
I can't even sleep in my car at the Wendy's.
Nope.
Because I gotta have the heat on my lap because they might try me, but I can't drive or I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna be like the running back for the Seahawks, Marshawn Lynch.
Right.
I'm gonna drive drunk and get arrested. Let me
Right.
just park now, but I need to have a strap out in case they try me because niggas gonna try me. I'm gonna tuck my chain in, but this is a nice ride. Oh man, what do I do? Drive drunk and die by Esau? Just park right here. One of my own people killed me. I'm in the battlements of the city.
Right.
I'm amongst snares.
Right.
And the brother went to sleep and got woke up by the police. First thing he did was just touch his midsection. They shot him 90 times. Emptied out their magazines. What was he supposed to do? Marlon was, you don't know how to move.
You don't know how to move. That's what he would have said.
Oh, at least you done fucks.
Read what you got. Matthew 5:25.
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 25. And it reads, agree with thine adversary quickly.
Say what?
Agree with thine adversary quickly,
Go ahead.
whilst thou art in the way with him. Lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge,
Mhm.
and the judge deliver thee to the officer,
Mhm.
and thou be cast into prison.
It's not fun,
It's not fun.
Mr. Foodle.
Right.
Zero. I'm not gonna call him a fucking dirty pig and say all this other stupid shit. I'm gonna walk off with no ticket.
Because that's what we do. We go, hey, you dirty pig. Yeah.
Nobody
yeah,
does.
yeah, copper. Yeah, see? Dirty pig. That's not us.
We don't
Yo,
do it.
and that's how he shows you that's how you know he's not you. He is not one of your
Bro.
people because he doesn't go through that.
He never had to get the talk at 6 years old,
Right.
when he can understand, yo, you're different from everyone else because of this. So when they say to do something and it's not going to put you in physical danger, just do it.
Just do it.
And your dumb ass is gonna get in trouble because you want to sit there arguing with the police and say, defund the police, fuck the police.
So I'm in my car
Nobody does
with the
that.
pistol on my nose going, defund the police.
Yeah.
F the police. That's an NWA song, stupid.
Yo, this is
Idiot.
a Republican.
That's
Argument.
his opinion of you is so slanted and Fox News based.
right.
Right.
It's proof that he's never really around y'all.
Right.
That's
We don't
exactly.
Like, we don't like you.
He's not even really around y'all like that because he don't even know how you approach these situations or what they mean to you.
Nobody.
Fuck the police. Yeah. You create your reality based off of how you fucking behave, based off of how you act.
Oh, so I can force Esau based on my credentials and skills to give me the pay grade and the job that I deserve. I create that.
According to him,
I got the grades. I have the skills. My reality tomorrow, I should step into my 6-figure position because I'm more skilled than I got turned down for a job, and it said, I cannot offer you this position because your portfolio is better than the hiring managers.
Wow.
So you're overqualified.
Overqualified.
I hate
they use that.
That's the
Overqualified.
dumbest shit
Yep.
ever, bro.
Yep.
Why are we both?
I thought I created my own reality.
Right.
It's not up to me, Marlon. Fool. But by me saying that, oh, you're systematic.
You're crying.
You're
No,
crying.
I just keep doing my thing, but I know that's true.
Right. Why does me and my coworker, why are we both on salary, but if I miss a day, I don't get paid for that day.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if he missed a week, he gets paid.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay? So stop fucking crying about the situation. Yes, does police brutality exist? Yes. Are police bias towards black people? Yes. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna add fuel to the fire and act like a fucking dumbass, pull out your phone and say, oh, you fucking racist bitch?
If I don't pull out my phone and record this officer
Right.
and his conversation, this just happened in Alabama. This is not the right guy. Their body cams recorded this.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the right guy. So what are we gonna do? I mean, you could violate him on disorderly conduct. When they pulled the wrong dude over, dragged him out of the car, he's crying. Why are y'all doing this to me? Put him on the ground with the knee on his neck, and they hurt him, and he's crying. He's giving you the black slave cry. Jesus, they're gonna kill me. Oh my God. Why are you guys doing this to me? I never bother nobody. Giving them all that scared Negro energy that they feed upon like the clown from It. Right?
Yeah.
What was he supposed to do when they have a powwow? Oh, this wasn't the guy. We thought he stole a package off of someone's porch. This is not the guy, bro. The package is right there. Oh, move the package off to the side. We can violate him on. What was he supposed to do, Marlon? Oodle.
No. They're human beings too. And if they can fuck you over for you acting like an idiot, they fucking will.
Oh, they only do it because you act like an idiot.
Because you act like an idiot.
Not because they got the wrong guy.
Right. Yeah.
And now they're trying to figure out how to justify hurting you and lock you up anyway.
No, not that.
Not that.
All right? It's your choice to operate in reality. Don't be a fucking idiot. Don't commit crimes. Don't put yourself in precarious situations. Don't fucking do stupid shit. Don't do drugs. Don't drive drunk. But guess what? That takes what? Accountability. No one wants to be fucking accountable anymore. Say your word.
He's gonna use Jay-Z soundbite.
Listen to me, how many of you motherfuckers are fucking soft, bro? Fucking soft, fat, triple chin, looking like shit, fucking doing drugs all the time, drinking alcohol, not going to school, not fucking getting a job, and you wonder why you're a fucking loser, why the police look at you crazy, because you're not worthy of...
Not worth
of what?
Wait. This is the black
This
community.
is some of the most racist shit I've ever heard.
This is the black community.
Fucking soft, fat, triple chin, looking like shit, fucking doing drugs all the time, drinking alcohol, not going to school, not fucking getting a job, and you wonder why you're a fucking loser, why the police look at you crazy, because you're not worthy of being fucking respected.
Wow.
So we deserve what happens to us.
Yeah.
I went to school, graduated, but I deserve that gun on my nose.
Yep.
Because I'm not worthy of being respected.
Yep.
Because I have drank alcohol in my life.
because you're part of the black community.
Because I'm part of the black community. I've done some of these things. I've smoked weed. I've drank alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
When I come into the truth, I learned to drink in moderation. I don't smoke weed anymore. I've done it before. So I'm not worthy of respect. Elon Musk smokes weed.
Yeah.
Right.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
But I'm not worthy of respect. Bill Clinton became the president.
Committed crimes, bro. Committed crime.
Brett Favre just stole what was $100 million in funding in cahoots with the governor of Mississippi. And because Mike Vick owned that house where people fought dogs, he went to jail.
Right.
Is Brett Favre gonna go to jail?
No.
And he was a a rapist too with some girl on the team, remember?
Yes.
But Deshaun Watson was getting massages, and because he didn't have clothes on, he was charged.
With sexual what was it? Sexual.
And then out of the 21 charges, 19 of them get dropped by the person who filed the charge,
right,
realizing they have no case, and he still gets suspended.
Yo,
what? But it's fair, and it's because we are victims.
Yeah,
right.
We deserve it.
Oh,
We deserve that.
we deserve that. We're not worthy.
You're not worthy.
And then your dumbass has the audacity. You fucking pig. Fuck you. What the fuck do you think's gonna happen? You're disrespecting him. Just because he has a uniform doesn't mean he's not human.
Oh, he's
so he's justified.
Yeah.
he's a human.
He's a human.
So when he violates your civil rights and you're angry about it, you deserve him killing you because you're not worthy of respect. This is the conversation that you're being privy to tonight.
It's basically telling you you're not human.
Yep.
But
That's
he
what
is.
I'm saying.
And if he can't fuck your life up, he will. And that's what ends up happening because you niggas want to talk.
Oh, if he can F your life up, he will. The Bible just said he has the power to kill,
You're right.
but he's also the devil. But you are calling him a human and blaming the victim. You're victim blaming. You're blaming the rape, like this young black girl who killed her rapist, but now has to pay the family.
$150,000.
200 hours of community service for 3 years straight.
But what white woman is that going to happen to?
But a girl was followed by her ex-boyfriend from 4 years ago, white girl, and she went to her house while her parents were there. He tried to bust through the door, but the dad shoots through the door, and nothing happens to him. Killed the man, nothing happens to him. No charge is stand your ground law.
This is wild.
Let that be one of us defending ourselves.
Right.
Defending one of our daughters.
15 to life.
Each bullet.
Yep.
Wow. You're not worthy of respect, but that officer's a human, and
He's a human.
you shouldn't disrespect him. Now, let's flip that. This person that you are placing a pistol on their nose is a human who has not committed a crime, and you're violating his civil rights and placing him in imminent danger. And if I had the actual tactile skill to remove that pistol and break your elbow in the door jamb,
Right.
is the judge going to be like, well, you violated his civil rights? I mean, you disrespected him. He's a human
He's a
being.
human
No.
Come on, man.
Assaulting an officer, you're going to prison.
I get it. We have a chip on our shoulder because we're black. Act correct. The world isn't fair, man. The world isn't fair. I'm telling you, I've been profiled too. I just choose not to let it affect my reality. I operate in reality. I understand that I need to be respectful to the police because they're the authority. Damn, man. People fucking cry all the time, bro. But let's get Kelly. It's fucked up. We're the only race of people that fucking cry all the time, bro. I don't see Indian people crying. I don't see fucking Chinese people crying. I don't see Hispanics crying. They fucking come here and work.
They cried. The Asian community cried.
Definitely cried.
And got a protection bill.
For $50 million.
And reparations.
The Jewish community cried and got their own country.
Yep.
That's crazy.
They
They got their own country.
And get billions of tax dollars every year from the United States.
Bro.
The Indian community, Elam, in Jersey City, he has his own city. In Jersey City, he has his own city. They own all the stores, everything. You could go off Kennedy Boulevard. Once you get up to the White Castle and make a left, everything is Indian stores. They got their own community. They got their own politicians on side. They cry all the time.
The white man cried during the Britain's rule over the Americas and kicked them out and took over the Americas, kicked out the natives,
got their independence.
The Native American Indian cried and got hit with frag grenades.
Right.
And all he said was, "Can I have clean drinking water?"
Right.
Black people crying right now for clean drinking water, but you sending money to Ukraine, who's crying,
and you won't allow the people from their community with money to build a drinkable water source for them.
Oh yeah, you had a brother out there who constructed a device that makes water out of air,
and they destroyed
it
and killed him.
Yep. Oh, they killed him?
Yes.
Wow.
They don't fucking cry about their situations. Even Africans that are black just like you that suffer the same bullshit, the same fucking racial prejudice, they fucking work.
Africans suffer the same racial prejudice as the Black American?
No.
When I didn't know about that. Man, I want to meet them that have been through that.
Yo, I went to elementary school with 2 African kids.
It don't matter.
Was African and their mother was white. Those kids got treated like Caucasian kids.
Well, maybe it's because their parents know how to operate in reality.
Man,
Give
please.
me a break, man. My mother's a diplomat and a saint, and I still got no respect. And my father's a pillar in the community, ran for councilman, found a way to become friends with the mayor at the time, and got us our baseball field where our community and our ward had to play on was condom wrappers and burned tires in the outfield. Figured out how to fix that. Got 2 baseball fields next to each other, renovated completely brand new, a new concession stand and lights. My dad and his buddies did that.
Wow.
Because he said, my son got to play baseball. He can't play here. And I'm not going to take him to Esau. He's going to play for his ward. And we're going to be good. We had all-star game. He orchestrated a parade. We walked through the whole city, all the teams in all our uniforms.
Hey, that's cool shit.
That's my guy. But guess what? He hates oppression and complains about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's weak. That's somebody who's never been around your people.
Right.
Except guys like the dude that sits at the table with
Was
him.
compliant with him.
Yeah, speak for
Never
me.
been
Ain't
oppressed.
said it.
He hasn't said a word.
Not one word.
If your name is fucking John Jones versus fucking Dikembe Mutombo. When they pull you over, all they see is black skin. So stop trying to fucking separate this shit. You're a loser because you're a fucking loser. Has nothing to do with are you some heron or whatever else. Like on fucking Twitter, you guys are out here saying some stupid shit. Oh, well, you're Dominican, so you're not really black, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of here, bro. If he's dark skinned and he's fucking Dominican, it don't matter. They're gonna consider him black too. Damn, man. Just accept the fact that you're a fucking pussy and you're a loser and keep making excuses for yourself. But don't sit here and try to say, oh my God, it's the man. He's holding me down. Fuck out of here, man.
Is the caller still?
Do not accuse the white man of being a demon in history and oppressing millions.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Love the queen
Mm-hmm.
and be sad that she died, even though
Yeah,
she
right.
rules 17 countries who pay tribute to her,
Right.
that she stole from
Stole.
forever, almost 90 years.
Yep.
Don't blame him.
Yeah, don't.
Figure it out.
He's the victim.
Accept that life is not fair and figure it out. I did. That's the rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
That is the rhetoric. And that's absurd, man. Israelites, we love you.
Right.
We know how to relate to you and teach you. Okay? And we are opening the doors of our school for you to study with us. Come on our classes. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll teach you how to navigate America and also how to look at yourself and how to understand your reality, not a subjective reality that this guy is speaking about. Come study with your brothers, man.
Right.
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 14. As near as thou canst, guess at thy neighbor and consult with the wise.
Why you read that?
Because you're supposed to be consulting with your people, right? You're supposed to seek after counsel of your people who's going through the same things that you're going through, but have the wisdom and understanding to be able to counsel you through it, right? With the word of the Most High God. Don't hate those people for that and then run to people like this. And our people do that too much.
I don't understand. And I'm gonna try to find a YouTube clip. A young rapper was talking about how checking in works. And if we have time, I'm gonna play it.
Right.
But he said something profound. He said, we get impressed. They like, yo, where you from? But it's a white dude walking his dog. And he in the same hood, like one block over, living in a condo, but they not tripping off him. It's us that you oppress your own people as well.
Right.
How come Esau don't gotta check in? See what I'm saying?
Salakia Adawan.
Go ahead.
It's crazy that you just said that because I just seen, and it was an old video by Nipsey Hussle. And in the video, he was talking about how, not our culture, but like the gangbang culture, how you look for a brother who looks just like you do. He walks just like you do. Use the same terminology just like you. And you see that brother and you look at that brother as the enemy. Someone who looks just like you, acts just like you, talks just like you. But you look at him like, oh, that's the enemy. There he go right there. But Esau walking up and down the block is nothing. But you see your brother, and that's the enemy. But that's the mentality that has been learned by our people.
Mm-hmm.
And I yield.
It's a Salakia.
Go ahead.
And that's the self-hatred. I think I seen that video too. And I think at the end of the video, he said that's the self-hatred. Even though Nipsey ain't so-called Jake, so they say, he said that's the self-hatred of the so-called black man. Esau has instilled self-hatred in our own people.
Mm-hmm.
To where brothers gotta check in to go somewhere. Is they asking what's that new Edomite rapper name? Jake Harlow? Is they asking
Jack Harlow?
Check in LA?
No.
Do he need to check in with the neighborhood Crips or the Compton Bloods?
Nah. Justin Bieber didn't have to.
But every black rapper gotta check in with them boys, man. That don't make no sense.
None.
Sky high inflation.
That'll make no
It
sense.
makes no sense at all. And that's how you know that's the witchcraft too.
It's witchcraft.
Because it's like you got dudes like this that are not of your people that tell you this type of rhetoric.
Don't go through what
and then you gotta believe them. And as you believe them and start to doubt yourself and doubt who you are, you continue to doubt yourself because you cannot escape the reality that you live in. After everything he said, it has done nothing to help our people come out of this situation.
Right.
There has been no type of guidance on how they can maneuver this reality and these things that they have to go through. None of that. All it does is create even more self-hate.
Yep.
Damn. See, if I hadn't been black, that's the mentality it creates.
Yep.
That's the only mentality it creates because there's nothing fruitful from his conversation.
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Let's let these guys, let this guy and his minion finish their rhetoric.
Hold on, fun.
But listen though, what y'all not understanding is, see, y'all looking at the situation from a foreigner mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because with black people,
From a foreigner mindset?
denied opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
You said from a
No,
foreigner?
I'm saying.
Now he's some of y'all gotta let the teachers teach. You in your zeal, but unprepared in your oratory skills, actually make us look bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not wrong what you're saying, but you ain't the one that needs to be dying on this hill. Let your Israelite brothers who love you, let us take the bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Let us challenge this man and orate against him.
Right.
We know how to talk and speak and deal with his verbal challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the brother trying to talk, they laughing at him.
Yeah,
Right.
But he's being sincere.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yo,
Yeah, because see,
hey, you do realize that
Well,
just a
check this
second
out.
ago, like 5 minutes, not even like 3 minutes ago, I said that I was born in the United States and I went through all the same exact fucking issues that a lot of African American men deal with in the
Cap.
United States.
No, he didn't.
Because I was racially profiled plenty of times too. The difference is I just chose not to cry about it.
That's a lie. He has never.
I mean, I understand that.
Say that again, Yaquab.
That's a lie. He has never been racially profiled by the police, man.
Never.
That's cap.
Never been slammed against the damn wall, searched
Facts.
where you live at, where you going, put in handcuffs, thrown in the back of the car,
Pistols drawn on him.
had to send him to the detention center. I had to go through that. He's never done that before. He's never had to go through that because you was just walking through a neighborhood. And the white lady said, he came in my house, stole my computer, keys, and phone, just to find out 3 months later, she comes back and says, you know what? I don't want to take this trial. I got everything.
Wow.
That's never happened to him before, man. He's never been truly racially profiled. You know how we know he lied? Because he already told us how he act with the police.
Right,
yes,
right.
Master. Yes, Master.
Right.
He already told us, man, stop the cap, man. This dude capping, man.
It's cap. At this point. At this point, it's cap.
But a lot of black people, they get discriminated, they get denied opportunities because they have to go through discrimination through housing, jobs, a lot. These situations is real.
Same thing
It's
here,
not
bro.
no myth.
Same thing here.
Yo, caller.
I went through the same shit.
Caller, what's the question here, bro? Because bringing out race, bro. I mean, bro, we're past this, bro.
Bro. What's this, bro? Bro. We're past this, bro.
That's a coward.
Yeah,
He sound like Elam from Toronto. trying to be down.
Yeah, like he's a coward.
His vernacular and his energy. Get out of here, bro.
What's the next topic, bro? Because this is going nowhere. What's the next topic?
No, I'm just saying that I disagree with that. You know, I mean, I understand what y'all saying, that we got to figure out how to overcome this.
Yeah.
But,
What's the problem?
The racism is real. You know what I'm saying?
We never said it doesn't exist, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I want to make this extreme. No, let me make this fucking clear for everybody. I never said racism doesn't exist. I said it's either you're going to be a victim of the racism or you're going to become a somebody through the racism. I choose to become a somebody. I'm not going to let it change my mindset, make me think like, oh my God, I have a disadvantage.
This dude is a sucker.
Not respected. I understand
That's what I said earlier.
Judas.
So I never said racism doesn't exist. It's your choice how you're going to adapt. You can either adapt and overcome, or you can cry and say, oh my God, it's fucked up. The man's holding me down. Cool.
Yeah.
Because I went through the same shit too, bro.
You coming from with that?
You can't say a foreigner's mindset when I was born in the United States and I went through the same bullshit, man.
No, you didn't.
Now, the reason why I said the foreigner mindset, because a lot of immigrants come here, it's like they look at the African Americans like they lazy and all that, and that's not really the truth.
That's the truth, though.
Wow.
They do come in here and think that they're lazy.
Wow.
That's why they open up their stores in African American communities and laugh at them.
Nah, it's not that they lazy. It's because
I never said that. I said they think that. I never said that. I said they think that.
No, you said the black community is a lot of things. Now you backtracking.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason he called in. He said, I don't like the way you verbatim said we B's, we weak, and
I didn't say that, but then went on to continue
to say that. Now he said, and again, that's very Edomitic.
Yeah.
And that's not really the case.
It's fucked up, bro, but that's the way it is.
You know, like,
it's fucked up, but that's the way it is.
A lot of the black folks, they don't know how to overcome it. You know, they don't know how to navigate around the racism.
Now, that's the problem. He's being honest. Our brothers don't know how to overcome it. They don't know how to navigate it. It's been happening to them since they was kids.
Right.
A lot of them need therapy for what they're going through.
Been conditioned to accept it.
And it's hurtful, man. And they don't know what to do. And you tearing them down and adding racist, hateful rhetoric on top of it is not how it's fixed.
Right.
You know how it's fixed? You come study with your Israelite
Right.
brothers.
Right.
You come study with your Israelite brothers, and we show you. We show you how to overcome this and how to approach the world. As many things in my life I gave up because I didn't know how to approach it because I couldn't deal with the trauma of it. So I just left it. And that's a lot of opportunity I left on the table because of what was happening to me trying to achieve my dreams and goals. But you know how you can overcome that? Having the right mind state. And you know how you get the right mind state? You come into this truth. That's what this is about. We're not watching this video for clicks, likes, and views.
Right.
We showing you this video as a microcosm of the world. And this is how the world that you trying to be a part of is going to treat you.
Yep.
So instead of trying to be a part of the world, have no friendship with the world, because that's enmity with the Most High God. And instead, come and be with your brothers and sisters in the truth. Come to your natural family. Gather together with the nation that's not desired.
Right.
That is the meaning of that verse, and why it's relevant is this video. All right, we almost finished with this one.
So they can get ahead. Because,
whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Stop. Whose fault is it that they can't navigate the racism?
The people that did that to them.
Right.
And
serious right now?
Navigating racism is not a prerequisite to success because all nations don't have to go through that. See how I know how to talk to my brothers? We know how to teach our brothers, but camp guys are bad.
Right.
We just evil.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what is so crazy? These people will have more understanding towards an animal than towards the oppression of your people.
Oh yeah.
He would never blame a mouse placed inside of a maze why he cannot figure out how to get out of that maze.
No.
He would never do that. But you, who's gone through 450 plus years of slavery, just here in America alone, and continue to go through oppressions, even to this day, we in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's your fault.
Now you seen the documentary Blackfish, right? When that killer whale killed that lady, they didn't blame the whale.
Nah, they blame the people.
They blame the people.
But we can't understand why you can't overcome.
I mean,
who is it? No, whose fault is it that they can't navigate the racism?
100% blame because they don't know how to get around it. You know,
whose fault is that?
Like it just.
So, it is the Native Americans.
I mean, you're right though. They gotta figure out how to get around it. You're right.
Thank you. That's why I have no fucking. That's why I have no sympathy. They gotta get around it, bro. If people can come into this country and not even fucking speak the language and figure it out and open up a business and make a bunch of money, we can too.
No, because when we made Black Wall Street, they bombed it.
Right. Rosewood.
Or if you try to buy a network, they lock you up from an accusation from 50 years ago.
Right.
Bill Cosby. Right?
That's way past
you own your own land and you happen to find marble on it. They claim that they have rights to the land now.
Yep.
Because the material found under the ground stretches to parts of land that's outside of your borders, and therefore that's government property.
Yep.
Now, what do I do about that?
Yeah.
All right, caller.
Yeah, I see what you think with that.
All right, caller.
All right,
caller.
I'm not.
That brother yielded his power in that moment because he didn't know how to deal with it. You know, I just wanted to share that with you, man. I wanted to share that with y'all because that's what our people are looking for answers from nations who cannot save them and people who do not care and love them. But if you look for answers from your Hebrew Israelite brothers, you can find them. All right. We're doing our best to educate and uplift our people as we continue to serve the community because we are the community.
Right.
All right. Being negative towards camps is unwise.
Makes no sense.
It's evil so much so because we're the only ones that's sticking up for you. Now, I want to share a video with you. It's also kind of short. You know what? I know this is supposed to be Q&A, but the class just got good, man. The class took on a purpose.
Right.
And we just going to deal with it, man. You know, we just going to deal with it. Look at this video is called How to Survive Being Pressed in LA.
Survival video.
A survival video.
Crazy.
You need a video on how to survive your own neighborhoods.
Right.
Y'all niggas hate yourself so much. It's sad, man. But I love you. And I'm going to keep extending my hand to you.
Right.
Hey, Salaki, I don't want.
Go ahead.
Hey, before you play this video, right, too, it's crazy. Yo, this is so crazy, too, right? Because they talk about, like, the beefs between the Bloods and the Crips, or even different Crip gangs and different Blood gangs. But when I went to school in New Mexico, there was a lot of dudes from Cali that was on the team, and it was Bloods, Crips, and they was beefing. They would beef in L.A., but to play football, they would be cool. So I know for a fact, I'm talking about cool, like going to their crib, eat lunch together, sit on a bus next to each other, sharing stuff, smoking, drinking with each other. But they go back to LA, it's F they hood and F they hood. So it's crazy to see that almost for the white man, they football, they'll come together. But for their own benefit of their neighborhood and the community of LA, they would never come together, man. And it's like an unknown, under the rug thing. Like they really don't talk about it. Like when they would tell me when they go home, it's war with your people, man. Your people kill it's on. But here, we gonna keep it kosher. We gonna be cool, man. Y'all, they actually liked each other.
Don't make no sense.
This place is backwards, man.
Sick, man. It's upside down.
Y'all don't know how to even be brothers. Y'all eyes evil towards each other. You don't know the curses is causing this, the ultimate curse. And you got this commentary from these heathens on the outside. Right. And I'm telling you, the answers you're looking for are found here with us, with your brothers, man. Listen to this.
Did this to the car. Oh, nose to nose in this bitch. It's 3 of them crips and 3 of us. I'm like all 2 of the fair, homie. And be like, hey, nigga, what the fuck is that? Boom, boom. Second time I was in Compton, not to even do that. Second time I was in Compton with my man, he just did. My little nigga Taco, he just did. We pull up at Luders Park. You feel me? We pull inside Luders Park though and park in the park. I ain't gonna lie, they pull up. Everybody in red into the car, pull right up to the car, hit the brake, break the bro down the window, get all the way done with the blunt. I'm not exaggerating, gang. They got all the way done with the blunt. Hit their windows again. It was like, hey, cause we ain't had no red on wheat, but we ain't had no blue on either though. You feel me? They just like, where y'all from? They like, we don't know why y'all up here. And they like, where y'all niggas from? You know what I'm saying? My mans was like, we from Detroit, but they still, that in Ludus Park and Compton, I ain't gonna lie, that ain't get them. They was like, this ain't the park that they said to smoke at, my man. Said that word for word, like, this ain't the park that they said to smoke at, homie. You know what I'm talking about? One of my niggas from the Bay, he from San Jose, he happened to hop out and was like, no, I was in the feds with your big homie. And they like, he said his name and how he looked and everything, and they was like, they just let it go. And they like, how it is in Detroit, they literally let it go when a nigga knew they big homie and just, it ain't worth the big homie risk to them, man. They were like, oh, they got beat the fuck up. If the big homie love a nigga, they'd have been like, DP, you know?
They respect politics and rank way more out there too.
Yeah, they like, nigga, they shut the fuck up. Gang, when I say they shut all the way down, them niggas shut all the way down, gang. And it was like, okay, bet, how it is in Detroit. That Detroit shit ain't fly with them at first, though. They was like, man, who y'all? No, this ain't the park to smoke at. Y'all too far. They like, nigga, we done seen everything, probably. Nigga, they probably done seen a nigga from Memphis coming there trying to slide, trying to get down with some Crips. Like,
now that's the problem. The reason brothers is so hostile with visitors is because brothers come from other states to kill Negroes to get in a gang for access. So you gonna leave Memphis and go all the way to Cali to kill a blood so that you could get in with some Crips back in Memphis. That's the problem. Yo, and me, you, and all of us is in that park and we don't even smoke.
Don't even smoke.
We just want to pull over because we don't want to drive drunk or something, and we in the neighborhood.
Right.
We got on black and gray, and they pressing us too. That's the lifestyle we got to live because our people is so lost and have no leadership. They looking at gangbangers as leadership.
Hey, yo.
Good.
I'm brother Ron Israel, calling from the South Side of Chicago. I just had a question about the virgin birth, man.
Is Emil y'all went out?
What? Hold on, we in the middle of teaching, man.
I was told to call. I don't know what the protocol is, but I apologize.
It's okay. Hey, hold up. Wait until we get back to. Wait until we get to the Q&A section.
Hey yo.
It's my first time calling. I don't know the protocol. Just let me know when I can talk.
All right, we going to tell you. No problem, Mark. But listen good to what we saying. Hey, y'all can still hear us on Clubhouse?
We missed it.
Nah, that was off the call. Somebody from the call.
Okay.
Like, nigga, I ain't send any nigga through this bitch.
I read my first streets. I'm like, ain't nothing nigga can say.
I ain't gonna lie, I really got pressed 4 times. The 3rd time was on Great. I rode through the Great Streets to Jordan Downs. The little niggas leaned all in the window, dropped the blood, shit, looked all at us, and waited for us to keep going. They did this to the car. Literally did that to the car, like.
Who is you all?
Keep going, nigga. Stop what y'all doing inside the projects. Keep going. They threw the blood shit down. You know, I know how to look. You know, a nigga just know, like, nigga threw the blood shit down and everything. You feel me? Did the BK shit with their hands and everything. But I ain't gonna lie. LA like that, but in California, period, y'all in politics, on the level where y'all don't really ride through niggas shit for no apparent reason.
Oh, yeah, nah.
In Detroit, we just ride through niggas shit. Like, I be with my niggas even when I'm in a beta, and I be with my niggas, and I be like, I want to see this hood. If it's a hood that they don't actually know somebody in and really dapped up with somebody in, they not gonna go. They feel like that's a disrespect to a nigga turf to just ride through and sightsee in California.
Now they called it turf, but you don't own it.
You don't own it. And it's named after a white man, bro.
You don't own the projects. Niggas was dying over O Block. They about to demolish it.
Right. About to destroy it.
They about to tear it down. King Von dead. Brothers, it's so much more of the world to see. And you are powerful and you are organized, but you're using it the wrong way.
Right. This is right counsel.
And the way it is supposed to be used can be learned when you study with the brothers that's in the truth.
Right.
See, we don't belittle you like these other guys.
Right.
I understand you. My family is you. My brothers and friends is y'all.
Right.
But one by one, they waking up and realizing that we using our energy for the wrong purpose. And that's what we offering to you tonight by showing you these slices of life. Let this play.
We don't really feel like that. We my man's keep avoiding. He like, nah, nigga, they just be in their own shit. Just let them do them. Said that word for word, like, let them just do them. It's only one way in that bitch for real. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't beef with them though, but they just do them. You know what I'm saying? They were talking about, damn, I forgot you from Frisco. They were talking about where Pac first started that one.
Marine City?
Yeah, the jungle shit. I'm like, let me see them. I didn't know Pac was from here, gang. I promise I didn't know that too. I ain't know too. Oh no, the fourth time I got pressed was in the Nipsey hood. By this time the gate was shut down though. You know that little infamous alley where they just spray paint shit. That nigga walked directly up this close to me. They pressed it twice. Man, in a matter of 20 minutes they pressed it twice. A nigga walked right up to us like, hey nigga, say something. This time a nigga said where you from. No exaggeration, he walked up this close, gang. He was like, hey man, say something, nigga, where you from? And the nigga still was trying to extort us when we said we was from Detroit. The nigga was like, yeah, that's straight though. But these hoodies in his weed, bought some of his hoodies in his weed, but he still this close though. And the nigga had to tell him like, no, we straight, maybe next time. And really look at a nigga, and the nigga was like, and just let it go. Like, you feel me? Then we go on the Fat Burger. As soon as a nigga go to the, grab the handle on the door, and nigga walk right up. Hey, homie, this shit about respect though. It's already a line. But we don't see no lines.
I can't even buy a burger. It's about respect. The white man got y'all living in abject poverty.
Right.
But it's about respect that I can't come into this Fat Burger
and do business here.
Our brothers have they not cowards. They not weak. They got the militant spirit, but for the wrong purpose.
Wrong purpose and the wrong people.
Right. Y'all could be the leaders of y'all cities.
That's the military right there.
Y'all could put y'all bread together and buy your city with the power and organization that you brothers got, but you got to use it the right way.
Right.
And instead of looking at us as brothers that's trying to shoot you down and step on you and that don't understand your struggle, look at us as brothers that believe in you.
Right.
That's why we sharing this with you tonight. Watch this.
No, gang. You know what I'm saying? A nigga walked up out of nowhere like, hey, it's a line, homie. It's just about respect. But he close as hell, so we all get close. I ain't trying to say we like they punk, but they just chill. We all nose to nose in this, no exaggeration. We all nose to nose in this bitch. It's 3 of them Crips and 3 of us. Nigga, we all nose to nose, standing in that bitch in the Fat Burgers, nose to nose. But we just all walked out. They ain't say nothing, we ain't say nothing.
G.O.D. I ain't know nothing about no LA politics, so I went down there for a little thing. But this around the time Nipsey had passed away too. But what's it called? I had New York Yankees jersey, New York Yankees hat. I'm just thinking I'm fresh. You know, we were fucking long down there.
Right.
My LA homies, they call me like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? I'm like,
now, listen. These brothers are standing around blowing trees,
right,
adding to the stereotype of who we are, talking about nigga shit.
Yeah.
You see how difficult they make it for us to fight for their respect and dignity?
And then they fight us when we try to fight for them.
Now they want to defend themselves by saying, I don't give a F with them think, but that's because you're thinking as an individual.
Right.
We not excluding you from us. This brother is us.
Right.
I see him, I see me at a time where I wasn't raised to do none of this, and I wanted to do it.
Right.
I was out there doing it.
We thought that was our culture.
Because I'm thinking this is the way to be.
Right.
Right? But the Lord had mercy to open my eyes through great speakers and teachers. How dare we close the door and bar up the kingdom of heaven from these brothers, man?
Right.
By judging them and by saying that they can't. No, we telling you, brothers, y'all are us. Come study with us, man.
Right.
Bring your real questions. And we're going to dignify you, brothers, man. Just come in order.
what you mean? Like, after this shit, I'm like, shit, luckily we was only on Melrose or some shit at the time.
You run into the wrong niggas, they finna clap first though. And be like, hey, nigga, what the fuck is that? You feel me? Like, it ain't got time to
because they know you can't wear no hats or no sports shit out there. I swear to God.
Bro, them niggas don't.
Not even no off-brand sports shit, bro. I had like a Houston Oilers or something. I'm thinking I'm cool, bro. And I trail like, we ask like this, I'm like, damn, y'all bang everything.
You know, like how we is in Detroit and Oakland with the blocks. That's how many Crips and Bloods they got. You know, like how we got some neighborhoods bigger than the rest of them.
I know.
That's how they got with the Crips. Like some of our shit just stretched further. That's probably it. But they got that many Crips and Bloods, so they like, bro, watch what you wearing. A couple of them niggas killed us. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them niggas killed us for real. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you wearing when you out here. At least study it. You gotta respect the niggas turf though, but
that's a fact.
No, but you still can't go too much though.
You would just walk across the street and be in a whole different shit.
You would be really see some white people walk a dog and really walk one block and it'd be like a nigga be like, where you from? That shit is confusing. Nigga be like an actor live around the corner, but these 10 blocks or next mile and a half straight gangbanging shit. Like, damn, 2 blocks this way or across an intersection, across one intersection, y'all boys killing each other, but across this intersection, niggas in movies.
You hear that? In one intersection, y'all killing each other, and then across the intersection, these guys doing movies. And now, that is the right way to discuss. These people are in the same area you are in, but look at what they're doing.
Right.
And how to draw our people out of it has to come from our people, because we know how to talk to each other. These young brothers is not going to relate to what Foon Diddle was saying.
Right.
But see how he speak the lingo, and I felt his point.
Right.
And that's what Israelites are. If y'all new to us, if y'all never seen us teach before, if this is something that you never heard about, Hebrew Israelites, we your brothers. We know how to deal. We teach the Bible and the scriptures. This is not the white man's book. This is our book. And we know what we're talking about. We're not going to gaslight you, and you're not going to ask us a question, and we're going to duck that thing to get back to asking for bread. We don't want nothing from you. We know this book. We the true scholars in the earth, and you can learn a lot from these scriptures. We're going to show you that. All right, this is almost done. We're going to take the brother's question that called in.
What the fuck going on? See,
they program too. They gon' handle it big.
You gotta respect that too. They gon' fight it up, ain't they? You can tell by the way they be walking up to you, they be really gonna fight first. Cause you will know the nigga trying to kill you. The first time he say anything, he gonna grab the mag, he ain't gonna play with you. Or the first time y'all reply, he gonna be like, them niggas don't never pull up. I can't say they ain't never pulled the gun out.
We've been through that at camp. We told a brother, you are our brother. Come, you come kick it with us. And he said, F you, suck my D. I lost my mind because I was new to that. I didn't think that was a possible reply to, bro, we love you, come be with us. I didn't think F you, suck my D was a possible reply. I kirked out my Negro program and activated, and I got active, right? Dude comes up waving a little 38 around. But it was like a cool mist was blowing in the air. What did it say about the 3 holy children? There was a cool mist blowing about the furnace, man. We ain't feel no type of fear. I felt sorry for the dude.
Like, you look goofy.
Dude run up to me nose to nose, talking, and I'm just like, as long as you don't touch me, man, it's nothing, man. I love you, brother. He confounded wanting to fight as much, and that brother needs help.
Right.
He don't need to be name called and cast to the side. He need therapy. And the best therapy is the Holy Scriptures, man. But not taught to you by your enemies, because this wasn't written by them. It needs to be taught to you by your brothers, because it was written by your brothers, man.
They just really be like, you say the wrong thing, we might really whoop y'all boys' ass, or we about to have to fight up here for real. And by the time we get done fighting fair, it's about to be 20 niggas up here. Now you about to be fight all us fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, fight all 20 of us fair. Fight all 20 of us fair, homie.
And they always got that buffed up prison homie.
Bro, they but no, all them niggas be, if the nigga, you see a nigga not in shape in LA, he gonna pop you. You better not. If they respect the nigga that ain't in shape in LA, boy,
that's enough of that. He said if the dude ain't in shape and he's getting respect, he's a killer. You gotta watch him, man. That's crazy, the instincts we need to survive our neighborhoods, man. But you know, there's another, that's because this place is not your rest, but the Bible does offer rest, man.
Right.
And we asking you to step into it by coming into this truth, man. I hope these 2 videos gave you a perspective on the way we approach teaching our people and our attitudes and energy and persona.
Right.
And also, I hope it inspired you to step away from some of them stereotypes that people give us, man. Because the truth is right here. It is the Lord's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, man.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, y'all brothers is powerful. Y'all intelligent. Y'all organized. Y'all strong in the spirit and in mind. But y'all energy is directed in the wrong way. And it's also, you are instrument with no composer. Y'all are flutes, horns, saxophones, violins, cellos, but ain't no composer to make the symphony. That's what we offer. Leadership is a job. I'm gonna bust you with something. When you look at Transformers, I'm an enthusiast of Transformers. Chris know, Malachi know that. We go to Target, I wander off. I'll be like, what Transformers they got? Because you know, it's like a puzzle, but it's a toy, right? It helps your mind as a kid. Now, kids is not being challenged that same way, man. Everything is easy. You had to transform as a kid. The instructions was in Japanese, bro. You to make it into the jet, you had to figure that out. You understand? Sit hours on the steps looking at it. Look at the box. Look at the toy. How I'm gonna get from man to this? And it makes you think. It teaches you cognitive thinking skills. You know, now we playing with we bugging right now. We bugging right now. We lack inspiration. But when you look at them, they all have functions. Some of them is a soldier. Some of them is a scientist. Some of them is a ranger. But if you look at Optimus and you look at Megatron, their function is leader. That's why I'm trying to tell you. That's a function. Other ones, he's the tough guy. He's the fast guy. He's the air. He's the water. This is the money guy. Look at our community. Go to Isaiah 3:3. You need a leader. You need somebody that can organize you, that knows who the opponent is and knows who's the friend.
Right.
And then we can come together under God, under a set of laws that you could research, right? Now we can agree. Now we can walk together.
Right.
And now you're not walking solo no more. And now your own brothers don't have to check in, but these heathens do.
Right.
And you're going to see a different earth, man. Because the projects is not your turf. The earth is your turf.
Right.
And the Lord said that. You know what I want?
Well,
the world was ours. Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 3.
Look, start at verse 1.
Verse 1. For behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff.
The Lord says, I'm going to take away from you the stay and the staff, your protection and your leadership. This is a punishment to lose your leadership. Right? Yo, if you want to call, mute up real quick. We're going to get to you in a second. Just mute up real quick. Please, Bob Gashar. Go ahead.
The stay and the staff.
Come on.
The whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. The mighty man and the man of war. The judge and the prophet.
The Lord said he's going to take away your mighty man, because now your mighty man trying to clap you and asking you to check in and asking you where you from, telling you this ain't the park to chill in. Your mighty man is doing that. The one that's bold and fearless. He's using that bold and fearless energy against you. And the judge who's supposed to fix it is on fresh and fit, letting the heathen criticize you.
Right.
Read on.
And the prudent and the ancient.
You're going to lose your elderly. You're going to lose your wise men that got experience. They're going to die. They're going to be cast to the side. They're going to get on drugs. Read on.
The captain of 50.
And you're going to lose your leaders. Now, your captain is a leader. Y'all don't want no leadership, but you're submitting to jail, nigga. I know you're big homie. Now we fall in line. You're supposed to fall in line for the captain of 50. Go ahead.
And the honorable man.
And the honorable man, the brother that don't gangbang, he's supposed to be able to walk through the hood and get celebrated.
Right.
Y'all supposed to lay the red carpet and protect that man with an escort, like the president get protected, because that's your honorable man.
Right.
Read on.
And the counselor.
Come on.
And the cunning artificer.
That's your creative one, your brother that can make things. We don't even patronize him.
Right.
Right. You're going to lose your elders. You're going to lose your wise men that got experience. They're going to die. They're going to get on drugs. Read on.
The captain of 50.
And you're going to lose your leaders. The plumber in your community should be rich.
Right.
The electrician in your community should be rich. The artisan in your community should be rich because all of y'all should patronize him.
Right.
But we only buying Italian names.
Right.
We only buying French names, American names. We only buying Japanese names when it comes to technology and cars.
Right.
Come on, man. We're buying German names. Read on.
And the eloquent orator.
And that's your great speaker. Your great speaker had to go and become a rapper because that's the only way anybody ever listened to him.
Yep.
Well, you got eloquent orators in this truth. You got judges and captains of 50 in this truth. You got honorable men in this truth, in these camps.
Right.
This is what we're trying to give back to you because that hood is not your turf. The earth is your turf. Read that, man.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 55.
What that say?
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
The Black, Native American, and Hispanic, the earth was made for your sakes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And we're trying to bring you back to the God that made that earth for you. Because now you into other religions that's racist against you too.
Right.
Because you are the nation that's not desired. And the earth and the world has shown and proved that to you. But we giving you a place of comfort. And it's in this truth. Come be with your brothers, man. Come get in the knowledge and wash and bathe in the understanding. You understand? And we hope that you accept the invitation. Kum Yashala. All right, to the brother on the call that asked about the virgin birth. What's your question?
The question was this, bro. You know, I just when I
Sound like scoffing.
When I read John 3:16, it says only begotten. That points to God being his father, right?
That points to God being what?
His father, the Father of Christ.
Well, we are all the sons of God. He gives as many as he has elected that right. Only begotten can be translated a number of ways, but let's get it in the Strongs. All right, let's see what the Greek word. Let's see what the Greek word means.
It's like you're 2 out of 1. Y'all might have to repeat what he said because we can't hear it all.
He said, the brother on the call said, John 3:16 that calls Jesus Christ only begotten. Doesn't that point to God being his actual father? And that's a fair question. The word study says this means one and only, one of a kind, or one of a class. Monogenes. Mono for singular, genes for classification. Monogenes, right? One of a kind.
Mono being one.
Say it again.
I said mono being one, right?
Yes, and genes being class, like
right.
One of a kind, son.
Right.
So that separates Christ from the rest of us,
right?
Even though he be an Israelite as well,
right?
Because Christ was special and perfect, right? One of a kind. Right. But it does not speak. Right. It does not speak to begotten as if he comes from the God impregnated Mary. Right. Because the prophecy doesn't say that. Right. Instead, Christ comes from the loins of his father. Go to Psalms.
God. And then in Matthew.
Wait.
Matthew 1.
Wait.
Okay.
Let's learn where Christ comes from. And you get Romans 1. Hey, mute your TV in the background. Why you want to call with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Psalms 132.
Yeah, kind.
And 11.
Book of Psalms.
All right, hold on. Somebody else got their feedback.
In verse 11.
All right, go ahead.
The Lord has sworn it, truth unto David. He will not turn from it. Mm-hmm. Of the fruit of thy body will I set upon thy throne. If thy children will keep my covenant and my testimony, thou shalt teach them.
That was it. Okay. Read it again and put emphasis on the right word so he understands the point of why you're reading that.
The Lord has sworn in truth unto David. He will not turn from it. Of the fruit of thy body will I set upon thy throne.
So Christ is from the fruit of David's body. He's the actual son of David. Romans 1 and 3, read that.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 3. Concerning his son, Jesus Christ, our Lord, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh.
So Christ is not of the seed of the Most High God. He's a son of God, only begotten of God in his unique way. But who's his actual progenitor? Is Joseph, because Joseph is the son of David. Right. And Jesus is of the seed of David. You with us so far, brother?
I hear you.
What scriptures what them scriptures said?
If I'm looking at Matthew 1, verse 18.
Wait, what scriptures did we just read?
Okay. The last one was Romans. I'm trying to get it on the phone too. You said Romans what now?
Now, if you're going to ask a question, right, and we give answers, you got to walk with us through them so that you understand what we're saying. So Romans
Romans what now?
1 and verse 3. You read it to me. What does it say?
Okay.
You read it to me.
Okay. Let me get it.
Right.
Into the flesh. Concerning the Son of Jesus Christ our Lord, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh.
How was Christ made?
Made of the seed of David according to the flesh.
How is he of the seed of David? Who is his father?
It says the seed of David.
So who's his father?
His father would have to be, according to this, it would be David.
So
from the seed of David.
Now we know David is a great grandfather of his. So who's his immediate father for him to be from David? Who would have to be his father?
That would be Joseph.
Yes.
There you go.
There we go.
All praise.
Otherwise, he cannot be of the seed of David according to the flesh.
Right.
If Joseph was not his father, he wouldn't be.
This is written by Paul.
Is
This
Paul?
is written by Paul, right?
Is yes.
Quoting what?
Okay.
Quoting what?
Quoting Isaiah.
No.
Right?
No. Go to Psalms 132 and verse 11.
Okay.
And you read it. Psalms 132 and 11. So the brother says for the clubhouse, the brother said, according to Romans, Joseph has to be the father. But he said that was written by Paul, though. And we asked him, so what? So he said, well, that's written by Paul. I said, well, who is Paul quoting? And he said, Isaiah. I said, no, Paul is quoting David. Read Psalms 132 and 11. Go ahead, brother. He's going to read it, y'all.
The Lord has sworn in truth unto David. He will, let me see. He will not turn from it of the fruit of thy body. I will set upon thy throne. If thy children will keep my covenant.
So who is he going to set upon his throne? Who? According to that. The what? What does that mean? The fruit of thy body. What does that mean?
Whoever comes from his seed.
Yes.
There you go.
That's how we know Christ is from the seed of David according to the flesh. Because the prophecy that God swore, and he will not turn from it, is that from the fruit of your body will I make someone sit on your throne. And let's see the New Testament revelation. Acts 2 and 29. Acts 2 and 29. Wait. When you have the scripture, let us know, brother. Say, I'm there. Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm there.
All right, we're gonna have it read now. Read that.
It's Book of Acts, chapter 2, and verse 29.
Go ahead.
Men and brethren, let me freely speak unto you of the patriarch David.
Of who?
The patriarch David.
Mm-hmm.
That he is both dead and buried, and his sepulture is with us unto this day.
Who we talking about?
Christ.
David.
David. We're talking about David.
Read again.
Men and brethren, let me freely speak unto you of the patriarch David.
Who we talking about?
David.
David. Read on.
He is both buried, dead and buried, and his sepulture is with us unto this day.
And his grave is with us even to right now. Go ahead.
Therefore, being a prophet.
Is David a prophet?
Yes.
Did David say, the Lord swore and will not turn from it? Of the fruit of thy body will I set upon thy throne. Did he say that?
Yeah.
Is David a prophet?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And knowing that God had sworn with an oath to him.
God did what?
Sworn with an oath to him.
Go ahead.
That of the fruit of his loins.
The fruit of his what?
Loins.
What is your loins?
Your testes, man.
That's right. He would do what?
According to the flesh, he would raise up Christ to sit on his throne.
Is Christ the seed of David?
Yes.
According to the flesh, not spiritually.
Okay.
That I'll take that as yes. Then who's his?
Yes.
Then who's his father?
According to this, it would be Joseph.
That's there we go.
And according to that.
Amen.
Amen.
And that's the end of the talk, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, but what about in Matthew 1, verse 18 to the
Okay, the brother.
end of the chapter?
The brother says, what about?
18.
The brother said, what about Matthew 1 through 18, all the way through the end of the chapter? The reason he's asking that is because one can be led to believe, based on this reading, that Christ was born without a father. However, why are you asking that after the apostles who learned from Christ are teaching you otherwise?
Even the first verse in this chapter tells you.
Right.
Go to Matthew 1 and 1.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 1 and verse 1. The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham.
This is his Genesis, his genealogy. Look what it says.
Right.
It says his birth, lineage, or descent. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Why are we listening to all these names if he's not connected to these?
These are the descendants.
If he's not connected to these people, why are we listing all these names? If he's not connected to these people, and God is really his father, how is he connected to these people? That's where the doctrines come in. Oh, it's through Mary. When I don't say that nowhere in the Bible. Nowhere. Right?
Right.
It's because these are Christ's forefathers. Oh, the genealogy is different. There's a different genealogy in Luke. That genealogy say Joseph is father too.
Right. They all come from the line of David.
I actually taught a class on this weeks ago. If you come and subscribe to the YouTube channel and you go through the Friday classes, you will see a lesson on Jesus Christ. The class is organized. If you go to Friday classes, you will and go back and you go back a few weeks, you'll see a class exactly about this, the origin of Jesus Christ. Now look, read verse 18 for him. Read Matthew 1 and 18.
Verse 18. Now the birth of Jesus Christ was on this wise, when as his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph, before they came together, she was found with child of the Holy Spirit.
To us, before they came together means before they had sex.
Mm-hmm.
In the Greek, it means before they had a wedding.
Right.
A marriage ceremony. See that?
That's what espoused is.
But we've decided that it means before they had sex.
we as in Christian church.
But the word means before they marriage, wedding ceremony.
Right.
Read on.
Then Joseph, her husband.
But they didn't have a wedding ceremony. But what is Joseph?
Her husband.
See what I'm saying? That's why we teach that sex is marriage.
Right.
Brothers ain't got time to be making whores out of these women. We're not doing this. All right?
Right.
We're going to figure it out. And we're going to stand up and do what's right. Read on.
Being a just man.
Yeah.
And not willing to make her a public example.
Making public examples out of these girls, man. Read on.
Was minded to put her away privily.
So because she's pregnant before they had their recognized ceremony before the congregation, he didn't want people talking about it.
Right.
So I'm going to put you away privately, hide you. Right?
Right.
Read on.
But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream.
Don't we all wish that would happen for us?
What?
We don't be knowing what to do in this life. And it would be so easy if the angel of the Lord would appear to say, this what you're going to do. You're like, wow, I didn't even think of that. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. But you need to have faith.
Right.
You don't need no faith if the angels show up and tell you what to do. You know what's going on.
Right.
Read on.
Saying, Joseph, thou son of David.
Who?
Thou son of David.
Joseph is a son of David. Read on.
Fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit.
Read.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins.
Come on.
Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is God with us.
And then brothers jumped off another cliff. Oh, Jesus is God in the flesh. God was born. God stopped being God, became a baby, needed to have his diaper changed for a while. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Had to get a boo-boo and walk and fall and cry and need to be hugged and coddled for a while. No. Read on.
God. Now all this,
24.
Salakia, verse 24. Then Joseph, being raised from sleep, did as the angel of the Lord had bidden him, and took unto him his wife.
How's he taking unto him his wife if he's already a husband? Y'all don't think.
Right.
Because you want it to be something that is not. So you don't care. The verses that don't agree with you, you don't see them.
Right.
And the verses that seem to make your point, you make more of them than they are.
Exactly.
How am I taking her into me as my wife if I'm already a husband? What you mean?
Right.
Read on.
And knew her not till she had brought forth her firstborn son, and he called his name Jesus.
And they take that to mean he never knew her. He never had sex with her till the child was born. But what I would say is the child was already conceived.
Salakia, the Bible would have said, and he never knew her, because it's described as someone who had never lost their virginity. It'll say never.
Yeah.
It's very descriptive when it does that. It said he did not know her until she had brought forth her firstborn. That doesn't mean they never came together.
Because sex makes you unclean.
Right.
So because he had conceived and got her pregnant, he ceased from that until the child was born. That's
Right.
the way, that is the intelligent way to see that, based on the surrounding evidence and not isolating scripture.
Right.
And that's why we don't believe on the virgin birth, and we know the origin of that doctrine and why you teach that. So that's our complete understanding, brother. You got any questions?
Yeah. I understood your points. But when I read, until I get to the point where I can, clarify Mary's lineage.
Why do you need to clarify Mary's lineage?
The Bible don't even do that.
Because, like I said, according to this, it says that she was conceived of the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
So was John the Baptist.
Even in John 3:16 and John 3:18, it says the only begotten Son, and so all that points back to God God being his father and not Joseph.
So then how is Christ the seed of David according to the flesh without being the seed of David?
Until, like I said, until I can find, what Mary's lineage is.
But it doesn't matter, because how is a tribe reconciled? How do you gain a tribe? Is Jesus from the tribe of Judah?
Yes.
And how do you gain your tribehood? Who gives it to you?
Your father.
So how is Jesus from the tribe of Judah if Joseph is not his father?
Like I said, until I would still have to,
Brother, in the New Testament, there is no discussion of Mary's lineage because it's not that important. You know that?
Doesn't matter what tribe she's from.
If she's from the tribe of Judah.
No, you
can't prove that nowhere.
You can't prove that using the Bible.
I know that. But that's why I said, I would have to disagree with all of this scripture here, which says that he was born of the Holy Ghost.
You don't have to disagree because John the Baptist, Samson, Samuel, they were all born of the Holy Spirit as well from birth. Every scripture of their birth says that they had the Holy Spirit from the womb. So does that mean that they were immaculately conceived as well?
No. That means that they had the Holy Spirit from while they were in the womb. But it does not mean they were born of the Holy Spirit.
What?
When you read the account of John's birth, it says the same thing. When you read the account of Samson's birth in Judges 3, it says the same thing. When you read the account of Samuel's birth in 1 Samuel, it says the same thing.
And now you have to challenge Peter, who learned from Christ.
Right. Was Matthew with Christ as well?
What is that?
The gospel, he said, was Matthew not with Christ as well? Matthew isn't teaching you that Joseph is not his father. Instead, he's teaching you that Joseph is his father.
He called him the son of David.
Acts 13 and 22 through 23.
Mm-hmm.
It's a plethora of scriptures that tell you that Joseph, the son of David, begot Christ, who is of the lineage of David.
I got a precept because
he requires less proof of the virgin birth. He requires less proof of the virgin birth whose doctrine does not appear in the Bible,
right,
than proof of things that appear in the Bible. They are less credible.
Yeah, that means you want to
believe that.
I'm believing what I read.
So is Jesus the son of David according to the flesh?
Is according to Jesus, who's his father?
Joseph. And the Most High, just like the Most High is your father as well.
John 3:16, only begotten.
That means one of a kind.
That's a lot.
Christ is king.
Yeah. I see you that begotten. Let's get it. Can somebody get a precept of Psalm chapter 2 and verse 7?
All right. So if on the clubhouse, we're going to read Psalms chapter 2 and verse 7. Somebody on the Captain Israel on the call asked for Psalms chapter 2 and verse 7.
Let me know when you're ready, Adwan.
I'm ready.
Hold on. Let Malachi read it.
It's the book of Psalm chapter 2 and verse 7. I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee.
So this is David talking about the Most High calling him his begotten son. So does that mean David is literally the son of the Most High?
So the question that's being asked on the call is, in Psalms chapter 2 and verse 7, David says the Father, Yahweh, has begotten him. And the brother is being asked, because it says that. All right, for the clubhouse, the brother is saying John 3:16 says begotten, only begotten. So that must mean that God is his father, irregardless of everything else we showed him. He's stuck on that. So Captain Israel brought him to Psalms chapter 2, verse 7, where David tells the father, testifies that the father has begotten him. And he's saying, well, since David is saying that, does that mean that
No, it says the Lord hath said.
The Lord said, I have begotten thee? So does that mean that David was immaculately conceived? That is the question that's being asked.
But that says on this day. It doesn't say at birth. It says on this day I made you my son. Not I made you my son. Not that you're my begotten son, but on this day, when you could be a grown man. On this day I make you my son.
That makes no sense.
I really don't understand that rebuttal. His rebuttal was, it says on this day. So that means that David was already a grown man and God said that to him then. But that for me to be your only begotten, I have to be that at any point in time. I have to have always been that.
Right.
So I don't really understand that response. I feel like that's all you can say.
I want to ask, aside from what you just said, because again, I don't know what you're talking about with that point. Aside from that, what does it mean for David to be the Most High's begotten? What does that mean?
Say that again, bro.
What does it mean here in Psalms 2 and 7, where it says the Lord hath said this day, like you pointed out, that David is his begotten? What does that mean, aside from what you just said?
Hebrews 11 and 17.
This day.
Aside from what I just said, it would be as if you became my son on this day.
Damn.
Not previously. Before that day, was he your son?
I would think so. He's an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
A man after his own heart.
Right.
I would say
wait.
So before that, when he was being selected toward a lion, he wasn't God's son yet. Killed Goliath. He still wasn't God's son yet.
No. At that point, I would say no. If he didn't declare him to be his son before, then I would say no.
Aside from, let's go, brother.
The brother said no for the clubhouse. He said no. He said David did all that stuff, but he was not God's son until these words were spoken.
Brother, aside from that point, what does it mean, I begotten thee? What do that mean? Aside from it saying this day, what do that mean?
Did I begotten thee?
Yes. The same word is used in John 3:16.
Did you? Right, the same back to John 3:16. I mean.
So it means the same thing?
No, it doesn't mean the same thing.
Okay.
Begotten means that you're the only begotten. But you can be somebody's. I can declare somebody to be my son.
How can Christ be only begotten when David is his begotten son?
Because you can make somebody your son. You can say to somebody your son.
No, he didn't say that.
The whole argument.
No.
The whole argument that you brought to us
is begotten.
Started off. Well, Christ is begotten of God, so that means that God has to be his father. Why is it not the same thing for David here? Because David is begotten of the Most High according to this verse. Why it's not the same thing?
Because David was already had a father, correct?
So does Christ.
David has a father, correct?
So does Christ.
Right. Christ has a father.
Yes.
Joseph.
Right.
According to you, it's Joseph.
No, according to me, it's not. I mean, I said according to scripture. That part of scripture, yes.
So you don't believe the scripture?
No. Evidently, when it says that he's that Mary was conceived of.
Ooh, this is hard.
You don't believe that part.
Listen,
You believe that part.
we just taught it how we believe it, and we don't have to change the words, right? We just taught it, right?
You taught it.
And you agreed.
And we didn't have to change the words.
And you agreed.
He did agree.
See, when you accept the doctrine first, but don't know the entirety of scripture first, you have to go backwards to prove your doctrine.
Right.
Whereas if you just read the Bible, you wouldn't even have that doctrine.
Yeah.
Right.
Go to Hebrews 11 and show him begotten again.
It's book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 17. By faith, Abraham, when he was tried.
No, I want to make sure the brother is there.
Oh, God.
I want to make Hebrews 11 and 17. When you get there, let me know.
Okay.
I got another scripture in Hebrews.
I'm there.
Read it.
It's book of Hebrews 11 and 17. By faith, Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son.
How many did Abraham have more sons than Isaac?
I'm not sure.
Yes, Ishmael was one of his sons. He has several sons. Why is Isaac called the only begotten?
I don't know.
Because he's one of a kind. He's the chosen one. Everybody understand? He's the chosen one. Read up.
Of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
That is the chosen seed. Christ is the chosen son to save Israel. He's the only begotten, one of a kind.
You got a precept.
Okay. That's a lot here.
Go ahead, Israel. But it give us a chance to repeat what you're saying because they can't hear you on the clubhouse.
Okay. I got one more precept. Hebrews 5 and 5.
Hebrews 5 and 5.
I'm there.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 5 and verse 5. So also Christ glorified not himself to be made an high priest, but he that said unto him, Thou art my son, today have I begotten thee. Damn.
Now, was Christ begotten of God before he got baptized?
Yeah.
Well, how come God said this on the day Christ was baptized is when he said this?
Right. It says, Today have I begotten thee.
These scriptures, man, you gotta read them. All these doctrines gotta get up out of here.
Read that again, man.
Hebrews chapter 5 and verse 5. So also Christ glorified not himself to be an high priest, but he that said unto him, Thou art my son, today have I begotten thee.
When was that said to Christ?
When John baptized, right?
So before that, Christ wasn't God's son?
Yeah, he was.
But he said, Today have I begotten thee. Remember what you did to David?
Right.
Hey, Israel, Captain Israel, that was an excellent precept to cut that.
Great precept.
To cut that argument. Because that's the point.
I got one.
Wait. So who's Christ's father? According to the scriptures, all of them.
I got, man, you know, you got me thinking, bro.
He said, we got him thinking. Hey, that's enough.
The water for being humble.
I really appreciate you, bro.
Respect.
I appreciate you, bro.
Respect. That's why we telling brothers to study with us. We gonna teach it. We don't talk down.
Right.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to make an example out of you. Right? You our brother.
Brother, I appreciate it. You know, because I want to know the truth. I don't want to be, you know, because I don't study into anybody. You hear me?
Okay.
I don't study into anybody. I study myself, you know, and I read and I try to do what the best I can. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, enlightenment is enlightenment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I appreciate it.
Respect. Now we have somebody coming from the Islamic perspective in the chat begotten means you had sex. No, it does not.
No, it doesn't. What?
No, it does not.
See, that's what happens when you follow up on the.
You're not translating the word begotten. You're translating the word monogesis. Monogenous, rather. Okay. So when you say begot, hey, brother on the call, we talking to somebody else right now. You good though?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Robert Warren says begotten means you had sex. No, it does not in the case that we're talking about. And when he goes on to say, the Most High God begets not and the Lord is not begotten, that's not in the Bible. That's Islam. That's the Quran that says that.
Right.
Don't try to make that like the Bible been teaching that for 2,500 years before your book came. Don't do that. Your book said that as a reaction to the Catholic dogma, which is older than Islam, that was in the world. Brothers don't be knowing that. They don't be knowing that Catholicism is older than Islam.
Right.
People been Catholic for a minute.
Or that Islam derived from Catholicism.
In many of its understandings, right? Because the Quran speaks on the Trinity, but don't even understand the Trinity.
And virgin birth.
It says that there was a virgin birth in the Quran. But the Bible don't teach that.
Sure don't.
So that means the Quran was under the influence of Catholics and what their rhetoric was, right. And some of it adopted and some of it rejected.
Right.
That's what he said now.
No, it's not a contradiction, because to be a contradiction, it'd have to be somewhere in the Bible where it says God does not beget and there's not begot. It doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that at all.
Your book says that. I agree. The Quran contradicts the Bible.
Yes, it does.
It says Christ wasn't crucified. It says you can eat pork under certain constraints.
Right.
It says you can beat your wife.
Right.
It says that Saul was the one that went down to the test of the waters. That was really Gideon.
Says that Noah had a fourth son that disobeyed and drowned in the flood.
The Bible don't never said that.
It says that Pharaoh survived.
It said Pharaoh survived the flood. The Bible say he died.
Yeah.
Amongst other things.
It gives a whole new name to Abraham's father, which the Shia don't agree with the Sunnis on.
Well, that's a whole nother debate that we're gonna win. But look, it's 11:52, man. This class went far too long, but it was really, really good. And that last brother and the way he dealt with us in the scriptures, that's how we teach. And that's what this whole Sabbath class was about, man. Come study with your brothers. All right. Don't go to Esau and these other nations for any type of guidance or leadership, because they don't love you the way that your brothers love you. Come study with your brothers. With that said, we the Sons of Thunder, it's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Kum Shalom.
Shalom.
And Esau, we never liked you. If y'all want to get the Sabbath prayer, call that number at the bottom. We're going to let it scroll for a minute if y'all want to get the Sabbath prayer. Make sure to mute your phones because it disrupts the prayer when your phones is unmuted. Shalom, Kum Yashala, and we love our people, man. We got next for real, man.